everybody. Welcome to Agweedo14. This is session 14 in a long line of adventures. And the last place we left off is the crew of the Venetian Wind is on their way to Galactic in pursuit of Petra Fontana, the criminal who robbed the nobles of a precious gem. And their sidekicks are following them. And that would be what's the name of that ship now? Oh, not the Raspy Critter. The Sky's Eye. Yes, the Sky's Eye. And Sir Andrew Bauer with his new engineer. We're here somewhere. Lieutenant Chloe Lee and their crew. Yeah. The ones that dumped. And for just for the record, I suppose we will let Pierre, do you want to give an update on the last session? You got the best notes.
Yeah. I want to try to cut down my random notes here to be meaningful. But okay, so at the start, number 13, the characters were partying on Buick. They had a big score. Their ship funds were about 4.9 million. And so we were partying. Fatima had an interest in Jug, but Jug blows her off, surprisingly, as a player decision. And so we wake up with the mother of all hangovers in assorted conditions. Fatima wanted us to meet her cousin, Sir Andrew Bauer, noble, dressed in old-style suit, and since the tech is 1920s to 40s here, they dress to fit the part. And he expressed gratitude to Captain Rodrigo and crew, talked to Chloe, acquired Chloe as the engineer. He said he had a modified yacht, the Sky's Eye, and he said he introduced us to his crew and gave the crew names. Michael Simon, right-hand man, Dr. Logan Romanowski as medic, Mary Smith as gunner, Juan Diaz as public relations. He was an ex-Marine, public relations, and Chloe Lee is now the engineer. And we have breakfast, and this is like a wealthy setting. And Andrew Bauer offers a sport which was a simulated biplane flying. He offered a bag of gems to the winner, and you put on VR goggles, but the crashes are simulated, but the actual combat is something that you feel more viscerally, I think. And so because we were in actual planes, we were flying over a salt flat. So we were really flying, but if we should happen to be shot down and crash, the crash is simulated. You don't actually crash, but your plane levels out and goes home. And so the simulated combat, it was a series of paired dogfights, and the ultimate winner was Fatima. She won the bag of gems. And then Bauer, after this pleasure, we had business. Bauer offered a job to us. He was seduced by a woman whom he knew as Andrea Gilmore. Her true name after research is Petra Fontana. She has many aliases. And she seduced Bauer, and not who she claimed to be, robbed the king's jewels on this planet. And so there's a reward of 500,000 credit for her, 500,000 credits for if we recapture the gems. So she left the planet under an assumed name on a ship called what was it again? The Crispy Fritters, the like Rusty Crater.
Yeah.
No, the Raspy Critter was the
Raspy Critter.
That's
yes,
right.
Crispy
Yeah.
Critters.
And
the Raspy Critter.
Endless puns ensued. But we know that she was going to the planet Chokilot, and the Raspy Critter is piloted by Captain Scott Jones. So Bauer offered us cargo to transport there, 6 crates, contents not immediately known. He said it was worth 120,000, and he asked us to provide 3 high passage spots for a Professor Isaac and 2 assistants. They may, and our ship, of course, most ships need 2 jumps to get there. We only needed 1. But I don't know if we made that clear to the passengers. Jug and Skyson examined the crates, or found a way to examine the crates, and those big suckers are full of aircraft, military type aircraft. So we took off, and our engineering checks were good. Our navigation jump is good, and we ended up after a week. Um, we ended up on Chokilot, a exotic atmosphere, high gravity planet, standard dense atmosphere, but mostly carbon dioxide with some argon and nitrogen. 60% ice sheets here. Not a lot of inhabitants, but the inhabitants, there's no law level here either. Law 0. And the inhabitants mainly live by producing battery components and petrochemicals. So families basically, pump the oil out of the ground and sell them, on their own account. And they are interested in defending their assets, of course. So there's like a planetary defense force, and I think the jets we were carrying are, their planetary defense suited to their tech level. Let me see. Now, we were worried about the passengers being, traitors. So on landing, upon arriving in the system, we put the passengers in the galley room. We came out of jump. We're greeted, given instructions. So we found the fighters in various planetary orbits watching us. They're a bit paranoid here, but they didn't intersect us. We landed on the port town. We were landing bays. We were on pad 11 and 12. Let me see. We found that the raspy critter is around on pad 7, so it's a more cozy, intimate spaceport, you'll notice. And let me see. Skyson stayed back on the ship. The rest of us got off. And we head over to pod 7. But the captain was not there. We left a message on one of his, I guess maybe the doorbell was also a recording device or some annoying Siri type device like that. So we left a message for him. And then we go, apparently we found Captain Scott Jones in a bar somewhere, and talking about trade, coalition politics. Rodrigo introduced himself. And could it be that that deceptive woman Petra Fontana has an alias here, the Widow Schmidt? Was that what it was, Jerry?
Yes, Jeannie.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's the alias she's using, and so we talked to the locals or the people here. Passengers have already disembarked, and one of them was known by Captain Scott Jones under the name the Widow Schmidt, so that's how she registered to get on a ship. And we found that she went off. We looked around, we did some research. There is a ranch owned by a Schmidt family 3,000 kilometers away. The other ship landed, so the Sky's Eye also landed here with us. So it was kind of complicated. Our main goal was to try to find the so-called Widow Schmidt. Rodrigo also contacted a broker pretending to be interested in buying petrochemicals, but is really pumping the locals for information. Let me see. So our plan is to try to pinpoint this family like we're buying petrochemicals, but we want to see if she really is there, and then we can maybe grab her. And we misdirect Andrew Bauer to the other ranch, because there was apparently another ranch that was north instead of south. And we dumped the cargo crate, so Andrew Bauer gave us 150,000 credits for the goods delivered. And we made, let me see now. These are expensive things. Did we make like a 100%, 180% sale on those cargo crates?
I think so.
At
No, you didn't make any sale on the cargo crates. You hauled them for
okay.
double the tonnage. You guys got
Yeah.
paid out. I think it was.
Oh, right. And we figured he made
yeah.
$10 million because it was his deal. We
He
were
made
just
a
hauling
ton of
it as
money
freight.
off of you.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
That's how it always is with the damn 1%, grinding the worker down. Okay. So let's see. We paid for 2 days. We paid for a week and 2 days berth at the starport. and then we chartered conveyance, and there's a pilot, Robert Smith, who knows all the families. We head to the southern ranch. We give the Sir Andrew Bauer we give him the location of the north ranch. So we're trying to save the glory for us and the reward money if possible. So let's see. We landed there, domed buildings. There was a gate with an intercom. And Rodrigo was making his trade, and it's probably not even a pretense. We were proposing a trade contract to this family, the so-called Schmidt family, and Verbal was there to do the admin role on the roll. And I think we had did we buy petrochemicals there?
We ended up buying some.
Yes, you did. 64 tons.
64 tons, 8,000 credits, 8,000 credit rates. That's 512,000 credits we bought. And then, as we were doing all this, a little ship took off somewhere on their settlement, the Schmidt settlement, and we could see with sensors. Maybe Verbal had some hand sensors that corresponded to a ship called the Sparrowhawk. But maybe the Widow Schmidt got away. And apparently a little ship took off full of, there were some shady fellows on that ship, and he left with a woman. This woman claimed to be related. So the Schmidts tell us this crazy woman claimed to be related to them. And so Rodrigo offered the hovercraft pilot extra money if we can get back to the starport as fast as we can. And we believe they went off to Glacic, where petrochemicals can be sold off at a big profit. But I think we were behind. It took us a while to get to 100 diameters, and we were setting up a jump to Glacic, and we arrived in Glacic. The stats were given. It's a more populous world that needs petrochemicals.
You haven't arrived yet, but you're in jump. You're heading towards Glacic.
Oh, okay. So we were getting some information about Glacic. It's more populated, airless world, icy poor vacuum world, G Sol. And we got in touch with Andrew and told them that we believe they're heading to Glacic, and we're pursuing a 100-ton ship. It's only 100 tons, and we're going to pursue them at jump 2. And at the end, I think the jump was marked as successful. Their ship is going to have to refuel, so we might get the jump on them that way. So that was where we concluded.
And we also found out that Glacic is a moon of a gas giant.
Oh, right.
That is correct.
Because that's where we're hoping we're going to catch up with them somehow.
Yes.
When they fuel.
And from there, let's start off. Well, you were in this. You rolled a 12 on your engineering roll in our last session there, Stoney. Mm-hmm. And what you discovered is that you're investigating the drives, and because of that 12 roll, I'm going to give you a boost on something. You can do a jump check if the pilot check fails using your engineering skill. From here forward, you can do the 1D. A random 1D roll for your 2 points, because you've discovered basically what you have here is a prototype hop drive. A stretch jump 1 is really a hop 1, but the problem that you have is it's still built off of your jump drives with boosted components. Mm-hmm. So it's not an actual hop drive, and that's why the best it can reach is 4. And also the programming that was given to you, that was written and created by Zarkov, was built for your Model 1 computer. I mean, so it still operates at a level 1 capacity, even though it's capable of stretching to 4. So that makes you aware of the fact that there's potential for mishaps. And there's some things in the back with engineering that you think you can do to help that mishap from coming. Now remember, you guys can all roll to assist, but only one of the individual's modifiers can be used against the misjump. Mm-hmm. So that's the way that's going to go out. Also, while you're at it, I'm going to bring up the fact too, you guys, the ship funds, you're going to be coming at a jump at the beginning of the 5th week of September. September's a 5-week month. And your ship funds right now, you're at 4,387,350 credits. Your payments and your salaries will all be due at the end of this week again. Life support right now is at 108 units after this jump. Crew is 6. You have no passengers, but you are loaded to the hill with petrochemicals. You have 64-ton crates of petrochemicals. And when you come out, you will have, because it only consumes fuel at a jump 1, it's a stretch jump 1, and you're burning another week and you refuel. Instead of your 44 tons, you're at 23.5 tons. So you have enough fuel, for several weeks, for 7 more weeks and 1 more jump before you even need to refuel. So is there any other investigation? I put my little image of the world in the corner so you can still open up stuff if you want to. Yep. But let's just a little bit about Galactic. Galactic, it's an east starport. And if you're looking at the library data, it's only 2,000 miles in diameter. So it has a very light gravity, and the technology level is low. The people are thin and long and able to move around, and it takes them a while. They have to have technological assistance in heavy gravity worlds. They're accustomed to this world. There's not a lot of grav plating because of the technology level. Obviously, no atmosphere, vacuum world. 2% hydrographics is really ice caps and ice chunks that are in craters. And at the poles, there's large ice deposits, which is very convenient to the population. And 7 is the population, which is in the millions. I think tens of millions, is it? Is that correct? Like 80 some.
Tens of millions.
Yeah.
Yep.
80. There's like 88 million people on the entire world. And there's a charismatic dictator. I don't remember if I wrote the name of him. I think it was Diaz or something like that. Anyways, he is called the Supreme Leader. And the planet was formulated, the world, it's a moon. The world was formulated, it started as a mining facility because there are iron ores and valuable resources on it. And it started kind of like a company corporate thing. But then culturally, it's even though it kind of got a sort of like a samurai spirituality type of philosophy, religious thing going on, and it was kind of implanted and designed by this family, the Diaz family, and now the Supreme Leader, I think his name is Alfred Diaz. He's kind of like the Emperor of Japan. There's this Japanese, even though they're not Japanese, there's this Japanese cultural dictatorship. He's respected, whether he's liked or not. Nobody really says a bad word about him. It's, in a way, it's kind of like a nicer North Korea. It's like a nicer North Korea. It's really, you can carry swords and blades. Long swords are discouraged, but they're legal. But any type of guns, they enforce it thoroughly. And it's very, very serious. And it's at a technology level 7, which is like classic Traveler 1970s, but just a little below our current level, but still good, still modern to some degree. So any questions? Anything anyone?
Oh yeah, I was burning to ask this. Is the tech level low because they can't manage any better, or is the tech level deliberately kept low for the population, the populace?
I think I think they could manage it better, but I think some of it is also the cultural and the populace. They don't need it. As you look at it, they have an East Starport. They really don't have any working facilities, at least none that are public that you're aware of. And it's not saying that they don't have higher technology items or the government doesn't have higher technology items. Mm-hmm. A lot of this planet is, of course, underground and cities and type of things. There is a crevice. It's called Crevicetropolis, and it's a long, narrow crevice that has a crystal glass. It's got controlled lights and controlled climate, and there's this large metropolis city there that's in the southern hemisphere, but the starport is in the north hemisphere to the west of that. I think I can ping on it. Crevice, see where my ping is?
Yep.
That would be where the Crevice Metropolis is. And this is kind of where the starport, if you're looking at the map, I got it. I just have it in the corner, so if you want to scroll down and open other handouts, you can for a minute. I suppose I can move it now.
No,
I can just
fine,
get rid of it because you see it enough now. We'll undo it.
Your map looks like they paved Paradise and put up a parking lot.
Yeah. I like using that just to give you a feel of it. I mean, the maps aren't great. There's no X's, but I just think that website was really cool to use for that, to give you a little more feel of the world. So anyways, any other questions? You guys are getting close to coming out of jump. You've had your week. Your stretch jump is successful. It's 2 parsecs. Anything anyone's deciding to do or any actions you're taking?
I'm just keeping my eye on the engines.
Okay. Mantar, Captain?
I think we're good.
Doug?
The Dick.
Yep. What do you want?
Up to.
I'm going to make sure my vac suit is in working order.
Okay. All right. Well, you're about ready to come out of stations. Come out of jump. Is everybody at their stations?
Yep, in my vac suit, but with the helmet off.
All right. In your vac suit, but with the helmet off. All right. Fair enough. Ow! You come out of jump uneventful. And you're a ways away from the gas giant because you got to be 100 diameters from the gas giant. And you would... which is going to take you at 1G. It's going to take you a little while to go on in. Galactic is one of the furthest orbits from the gas giant. There is some radiation, but it's nothing that's of gaming concern. And so there you are. You come on out. So you see Galactic, you pick up Galactic, and you see the gas giant. There is some traffic, some different things going on, but not a lot. And over the comms, all of a sudden you get a message. This is Galactic, home to the Supreme Leader and the Diaz family, where chivalry and honor is highly expected and considered. And it says that we have low tolerance to anyone who violates our laws. Any desire to bring on barbaric guns and barbaric weapons to our world will be punished to the full extent of the law. Be warned. Leave your guns in your ship locker. It's a pre-recorded message that's on one of the channels, and it just kind of keeps playing over and over. It's an introduction and a welcome to the world, and it constantly threatens about don't you dare bring guns out of your ship, or you will be punished by the highest standard of the law. So at that range, where am I? Anything you're doing from there? Anything going on?
Okay, nobody insult the Supreme Leader.
We will shave your head and lock you up and remove your rights, but we're nicer than North Korea.
Yeah.
You're about 12 hours from the gas giant, but you're only about 3 or 4 from Galactic. So this little ship, if you're calculating anything, the little Sparrow, and there's a handout there, Rodrigo, if you want to look at it. The ship you're chasing is a Sparrowhawk. You open that, you have the stats to it, and it's a 1G small specialty freighter. It's kind of like a Han Solo type of ship, really, in a way.
Yeah.
Because it's super fast. I mean, it's 6G. It's not gonna and honestly, you came out of jump. Now remember, you were several hours behind them, and sadly, it takes you 12.4 hours to get to the gas giant. It only takes them 5 hours to get to the gas giant, which means it would have only taken them probably about an hour and a half from jump point to get to Galactic. So you don't know where necessarily they are. But in the time it takes you to get the gas giant, they could have already went there, refueled, and been back to Galactic. So what are your actions, or what you're looking for this ship? What are you deciding to do? What are your actions that you're going to take? Captain and Verbal, what are you up to?
All right. Okay. We've okay. Let me get this straight. Did we get sensor confirmation of this ship in the sector yet, or do we just know it's here?
You're just assuming it's there. You haven't ran any
Okay.
sensor rolls yet. You're just assuming that it's there because you know that this is the highest dollar place for petrochemicals. And it's also en route to Metropolis. And she's on board. So this would be like 99.9%. You know what I mean? There's no other place or no other route.
Yeah.
With what they purchased, they would want to go. So you're going based on detective assumptions, but they're accurate.
Sounds good.
These are good guesses. Verbal, of course, is going to make use of the greater effective military range of the sensors. We got to detect them before they detect us.
Absolutely.
I don't think they even know us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sure I want them to know us, considering how fast and well armed they are. But
yeah.
Let's see if we can pick them up.
So that means you're going to make a sensor roll?
Yeah, that looks like what
Is that what I'm getting from you?
Yeah, we are.
And what are you trying to pick up? You're trying to pick up and focus in on the ships?
It's a populous planet. I'm trying to pick out the ships. We're close to a gas giant that may have an interference factor. Verbal will have to get to work. Let the man work.
Yeah. And you have electronics too, right? Which would be sensors 2, +2. And I believe your sensors are a +1. So that would be a +3 to your roll. And you're scanning, are you scanning the gas giant or the area in between? And also, Captain Rodrigo, where is your course headed? Are you heading towards the gas giant or you're headed to Galactic first? I'm going to slow down and orbit Galactic. Because obviously, you probably... Oh, you just tell me what you're going to do there.
Yeah.
Based on what you know.
I think we'll head into Galactic. They're probably going to land there, and we'd be better off trying to do this on the ground than in space. And
if they went out,
okay, so you're going to head towards Galactic. So you're en route towards Galactic. And Galactic, it's 12 hours to the gas giant. We're going to say it's 12.4 hours. It's going to be about 3 from where you are to dead stop coming out of jump. It's going to be about 3 or 4 hours to get there. But in the meantime, you can scan. Verbal can do some scans and see what's going on.
Yeah, and if the Galactic people get on our tail, we'll say that we are trying to check for repairs. We can orbit for quite a while around Galactic before landing on their ground port. Do they have a high port?
Well, either one.
There is no high port. This is a Class E starport. There isn't even fuel or repairs facilities that are mentioned. But what you do notice, I mean, which is strange, because they have the population and they have enough technology to at least have a C starport. But for some reason, they have it this way, which is kind of weird. The one thing that you do know about the starport is that it's at Port Town, which is away from Crevice facility. There's it's sort of like holes, well cut, about 30-40 meters down from the surface. They're cut in squares, and there's probably tubes that can connect to the ship, or a tube that can connect to the cargo bay. But most of these ships here, they come, they land, they sell cargo, they buy stuff, or they buy their merchandise and bring petrochemicals and stuff. It's mostly just for dropping stuff off and trading. You might be able to get life support there, but you can't even buy fuel on the world. The only place to really refuel, is the only facility that is really there to refuel. It's a Class C, is the gas giant. So everybody that comes here ends up skimming. They end up heading inward and skimming. It's there's just a whole variety, but they're very well organized, cut into the ground landing base. And they do have tubes that connect to your hatchway that would pressurize, and it's customized, adaptable tubes. That's the only technology that's really there that can connect to your cargo bays. But your ship is actually outside in the elements, in the vacuum, in these in these hole cut bays. Is that the word I'm looking for? Recessed into the ground. You know what I mean? Straight cut, 20, 30 meters, kind of like a hole.
That's fine. Okay,
and then
so
flat.
yeah, so I'm eager to do some survey work here. If they went off to get fuel, then they have to go back to the planet. It's the only point of interest here, orbiting the gas giant, as far as we know. And I suggest to the captain that we orbit Glacic for a while. I'm going to extend my sensors, and the range is probably beyond it's well beyond the tight orbit of the planet. We can see if we can pick up the ship either on the ground or in space. And if the Galactic authorities wonder why we're not landing, we'll give them some garbage about how we have to repair our landing gear. We have problems with the landing gear. We don't want to land until we can extend them properly, etc., etc.
All right. Give me a sensor roll. You're aiming towards the gas giant first and in that direction from where you stand, right? So give me a straight sensor roll for that.
I thought this planet
Your 2D plus 3. You got the advantage with sensors. You got advanced sensors. But we'll see what you roll and I'll tell you what you pick.
In maintaining honor, and the first thing you're going to do to them is lie to them.
Well, you haven't said nothing to them yet. I'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah. Are they going to sense? Are they going to sense the state of our? Yeah. Are they going to sense the state of our landing gear with their sensors? Is that what they might do? Will they scan us?
Oh God! Do you want to
right now, nothing has happened at all except this pre-recorded message, and we'll get more into that in a minute.
Okay. Remember, verbal came from the other career, so therefore, he suggests all the devious, underhanded, streetwise type things. Streetwise.
So as of right now, nobody. You just have this pre-recorded signal. Nobody's even communicating with you. And I'll go more into that in a minute. But first, give me a sensor roll, and we'll see what we got here.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what I got.
You're going to be giving me a multitude of sensor rolls, which is successful. And what you're realizing is, you are picking up. You pick up. Because of your advanced sensors and your range, you pick up about 5 or 6 ship signatures, and you're zooming in on them each individually, but nothing matches that customized Sparrowhawk class ship. Absolutely nothing matches it. So obviously, your assumptions, I would think, I don't know what your assumptions would be based on that. Did they already refuel? Did they skip refueling? These are the ideas that are running in your head. Are they already on the planet? And a little further investigation, if you give me a sensor roll and you run your comms and stuff on the planet next, and I'll tell you something there, because you're still a ways away.
Yeah. All right, planet and sky, good point. And so the Raspy Critter is the ship that's the Sparrowhawk class.
No, the Raspy Critter is a different ship. The Sparrowhawk class ship is the ship that...
okay. So we know it's a Sparrow... we know it's a Sparrowhawk class, but that's not the name of the ship.
Yeah, well, you could call it the Sparrowhawk. Yeah, that's it's what you see right there. Yeah.
All right, we don't know its name yet, though. Okay, so
but you did through fancy computer work, you did find the design through the registries, at least the basics of it. So you know what it has and what it can perform. Okay. You don't know exactly who owns it, though. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's another successful roll. Now this time, this is a size 2 world, which means you're still. Yeah, you guys are just around 100. Is that right? 133 minutes away from the planet, from the world, and what you're finding out is that you're basically figuring out that this planet, you can do anything out here. You can orbit, but once you get within about 1 diameter to 2 diameters of the actual world, then that's where the comms would kick in. This is that's where they're going to direct you where to land. And I guess you would have to land at the starport. But from a further distance, there is no law beyond that 2 diameters from Galactic. So what is that? 4,000 kilometers out. There is or 4,000 miles out. Excuse me. There's absolutely no law. You can fuel, you can land. And one of the other things that you're noticing about the planet, you can't You can't skim it. You can't observe yet. You're too far away to observe what ships are where to telescope in on that. But what you have discovered about it is that there are. It doesn't look like they have any type of navy or defense, but what they do seem to have is a whole variety of ground-based turret systems, or you don't even know what they are, but missile complex systems, where if something is a threat or doesn't follow orders, they can shoot it down from the ground. And you do pick up on that. I mean, there's a network of them surrounding Galactic from every angle. They can, and they probably have some sort of telecommunications network to hone in on any ship and fire on it if they want to. But beyond that, 2 diameters out, there's no law. So you can orbit the world and scan it all day long. But once you go into that zone, that's when the comms are going to direct you where to land and ask you who you are and all that other fun, funky shit. And you'll have to obey the law and land where they direct you, etc., etc.
Okay, good. Captain?
Okay, all right, well, I can't, I don't know, maybe we should skim for fuel first before we go down into the planet. Seems wise. I think we're gonna skim for fuel.
So you're not going to scan. You're not going to orbit the planet and see if you can spot them first. And you're close to the planet. You're going to go straight for fuel.
Remind the captain that if we stick around, then we'll be able to catch them coming or going.
Yeah. The difficulty with that is they're faster than us and they're heavily armed. So it's not a good chance to catch them out in space. We kind of need to catch them on the planet. But actually, I think I've just talked myself out of bothering to refuel, because if they're leaving the planet now, we won't catch them regardless. So
right now we have fuel for a jump 1, don't we?
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, we can maybe jump, but they will still be able to get to the 100 diameter limit and jump before we can.
The only problem, though, too. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let's just head on down to the planet then. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, so are you guys now? As you get closer to the world, as time passes, are you going to orbit and scan from the sky and use your telescopic fiber optics to see if you can actually? Because remember, all these bays, you can scan the starport and see if you can spot that design on the ground, and that would take a sensor roll. So other landing bays that aren't at the starport. So you could stay out at the safe zone and scan the whole world and see if you can find that Sparrowhawk ship. But it's going to take a series of sensor rolls.
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's start with the starport. Verbal, give me a roll.
Yeah, I don't know if you should break it down too much. I don't want to monopolize the time with all these sensor rolls. If you want to summarize in some way, that's okay with me.
We're going to need a couple of them.
Okay.
And then we'll get on with the rest of the business.
Okay, and each
and also Jug can do some sensor stuff from the turret if he wants.
Okay, so each series takes a certain amount of time. It's up to you. But here we go. Sensors focused on the starport. Ooh, win again.
Okay, based on what you're picking up from the starport, there's multiple landing ports, and it's more of a trading facility. And you don't pick up any of this. You don't pick up anything that you're scanning. You're looking at photos, all computerized images from the ground. So you're out at that diameter point, and you don't pick up anything that looks like the Sparrowhawk. But a couple orbits and a couple more scans, you may be able to find it somewhere else on the world. And you only need one more. So if the captain's willing to do that, you only need one more roll.
Well, we came here to find it, so might as well do it. Continue the scans until we've covered the place. And if we don't find it then, it's camouflaged.
Okay, do I roll now again?
You roll one more time again, yes. Oh, you find it. Hands down, you know where it is. It's in you kind of, it's taken a few hours to do this, but you've come around the entire planet. What you realize is there's a recessed landing bay, but it is not at the starport. It's more around Crevice City. It's on top and to the edge of the crevice. Now, Crevice-Atropolis, I mean. And Crevice-Atropolis, what it is it's sort of like a canyon on the world, but it has like a crystal glass cover over it, so it's pressurized underneath. And this is just outside of it, this on top of that crevice. So that's what you have, right? You know it's there. You know that's the ship. You're sure of it. It matches identical. Okay. Perfect. It's landed. It's docked. And based on the time it has, the time it took you to jump, this ship's fast enough where it probably refueled and landed in the time that you just started. I mean, before, in all the time that it had before you were able to get your ship and leave and come on in and everything. It may have just recently landed, but you have found it. It's at this facility, but you're still not in the communication zone.
Maybe we should just
chances are, though, that you're not going to be able to get close to that ship. You're going to probably have to go to the starport.
Oh, are we forced to go to the starport first? Because I was thinking we just land on it and say, "Oh, did we land on your ship accidentally?" Taking off. I'm sorry. We're going to take off again, but we have a little bit of problem with our coffee machine. We got to fix that first. Give them some sort of bullshit like that. Yeah.
Anything anyone else is doing? Captain, what's your plan from here?
I'm just the finder. I'm not the shooter.
Yeah. Okay. So we found the ship. Where is it again?
It's at a special private landing bay.
Yeah.
Recessed landing bay by Crevice City. Yes.
All right. Okay.
By Crevice-Atropolis, it's called.
Yeah. All right.
Crevice-Atropolis.
Sounds like we need to go down there and
to the west of Crevice-Atropolis.
Yeah. See if we can find out any information about that landing bay and maybe.
Yeah, the logos probably call it Crevice Atrocious, but not in earshot of the police. It was the dear leader's private pet project to canopy this.
Yeah. It sounds like something a charismatic dictator would come up with. Yeah. Okay.
Well, if they got the engineering chops, they should do it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're gonna.
So what's the plan? You're gonna go to the zone and then find out your directions to land, or what are you gonna do?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Now remember, this place it's missile command on the ground, man. If you don't listen, you're just a little dot, doot doot doot, coming down the screen.
Yeah.
Really are. Think of missile command. They got all. They could. That's what this world is. They may not have all these advanced spaceships, but they definitely have the missile command facilities to deal with any threat.
Yeah. Our pilot is so bad he jerks forward to the next pixel, just like missile command.
Yeah. Okay. So what are you doing, Rodrigo?
All right, I think we're gonna start heading on in and get the city on comms and ask for permission to land at Crevice-Atropolis or whatever it is.
You said negative. Do you have clearance codes for Crevice-Atropolis?
Oh,
Make some up, Captain.
Yeah. I do not have clearance codes. I'm requesting clearance codes.
We have
no clearance codes
B. We have,
unless you have special signed off clearance codes, you must land at Port City.
Tell him you're the
Port
school
City,
friend of the Supreme Leader or something.
You follow this course, and you are a 200-ton free trader. We have a bay open for you. That will be Bay 13.
All right.
All the coordinates to Bay 13, please, and that's the end of the signal.
Okay, so I guess.
And that's quite a ways away from the world, but there is a network of subways and different things that connect all these underground populations.
We may have to hoof it then. Crap. All right.
Has Verbal checked in to see when the other ships arrived in the system yet? Sky's Eye. Haven't heard from it yet.
Nobody's checked on that yet. Now remember though, the Sky's Eye was a ways behind you.
Only a bit.
Because they were still in the mountain facility when you called them.
Mm-hmm.
So they still had to fly back, get to their ship, and you already were in space when you sent them the message. So the Sky's Eye is still about a day to a half a day, a good 12 to 15 hours behind you.
Okay.
So they're not.
How would they feel about that? Are they going to bear a grudge?
But you did it discreetly, so you know.
Yeah.
Remember, you had a bad roll on that message. Do you remember that? So it depends on how they read that. We'll see how that turns out. Did they figure out you're dogging them a little, or are they naive?
We can honestly pretend that circumstances forced us to hurry without necessarily checking in with the noble.
Yeah.
Bauer.
Andrew Bauer. Yeah. The guy who just made $10 million off of your 120,000 credits. Remember that?
And
yeah, I mean,
we were dogging him.
He should count his money and not worry about that.
He's got another load for you to take somewhere else, though.
I'm sure he does. I thought he would have
I don't
dealt with all
wanna
of his
get
loads with his
in.
new engineer.
Keeping the poor man down, ripping him off. Okay, this is capitalism at its finest.
I don't think we should let Bauer rope us into his schemes too much. I mean, we're independent. Say that way.
All right, so you have the directions, Captain. You got the directions? Jug, you notice it from the turret because you're in your turret and you're zooming around. You can see these missile command facilities. You might be aiming at them just for kicks. There's a chance you could take a few of them out if you had to, but all in all, they're spread out and far enough where you couldn't get aim at them quick enough before they would be able to just launch like mad on the ship. So I would imagine you're.
For it.
We've got 2 turrets, so that's double the firepower.
Oh,
so
doing the same thing, obviously.
I think our captain has become infected with all this samurai honor stuff, and he's putting on a big bandana. But samurai is not kamikaze. I'm just saying.
Yeah, definitely not. We're gonna tread lightly and try to get down there on to Port City, and then I guess try to get over to that private airport and I don't know, kill everyone. Whatever. We'll wing it.
No, you'll not win.
Jug could do it one hit to the latter stuff right now. Suck all the air out of it.
Yeah, well, that's.
Who said anything about shooting at the missiles? Shoot at the bloody crystal lattice.
Yeah, but that would kill the city. We need to kill the private airport, private spaceport.
City airport, same thing.
Yeah, they're a couple kilometers apart, apparently.
Come on, Captain. Says Stoning.
Quit goading me to war crimes.
So you're going into land then, hey? Give me a pilot roll, Captain.
Remember the ending of
+2.
Has it really been over 40 years since this? I don't know.
That's an 8.
Yeah, without smooth as silk, you land down in your port 13. Things connect, and you are landed down and docked. You can go through the tube and enter, and you'd have to go through some security clearances.
Yeah.
And what are you carrying? And if you do that, what are you carrying with you? What kind of armor are you wearing? Now, combat armor and battle dress will not be accepted. Just a heads up on that. So you're definitely going to have to wear a lesser type of armor. And what type of weapons are you carrying with you?
Yeah. I'm going to be in cloth with my sword and maybe some reflect under the cloth. And bring my med kit, I guess.
And you also have your sword then, I assume.
Oh yeah, I said sword. Absolutely.
Everybody else, what are you wearing?
If I'm going out, cloth, reflect, and my blade.
And your blade, okay.
Oh, and my
Carlos,
rubber mallet.
You all have blade skills, I think.
Yeah. Rubber mallet doesn't count, does it?
You can rubber mallets. You could carry your rubber mallet if you'd
Excellent.
like.
I'm taking that as well.
Okay. And verbal, you have blade 0 only. You taking a cutlass or a sword with you too?
What do I have? I don't have much. Probably underdressed for this crowd.
You have your cloth armor and your reflect if you decide to wear it.
Yeah, cloth reflect.
Now,
all I got is blade.
Yeah. Blade or a cutlass, you guys have plenty of, and you have some of those, I believe, in your ship locker too. Yeah.
And my stats are all wrong. If you modified the stat system, my writing up is all wrong now. I'll have to fix it. Actually, I think I did fix it for verbal, but not for Skyson. Is if somebody else is controlling?
Yeah, I modified what the stats were to the hit based on the armor on my metrics. Yeah. But I mean, it's still your stats to the hit are still the same. I haven't changed that. So you still have a very high dexterity. You get a +2 for your dexterity off the top.
That's good.
You got a dexterity of 12.
That's
You're
guns,
8C6. So it's almost like you got blade 2 off the bat. So I would say you got your blade. Stoney's got a blade and
just a blade.
And he has Stoney has blade 2 plus
mallet.
he's. What's that?
And a rubber mallet.
And your rubber mallet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whacking people with that.
And your rubber mallet. Okay. And Skyson would definitely have his cloth armor on. He's not wearing reflect though because he feels there's not going to be any lasers around. Jug, what are you wearing?
I posted it on the forum. Wearing cloth armor and carrying his blade.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not looking at that right now. You wrote that down in here? Or which forum?
Discord. Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
Please post in Weekend Warriors.
You posted it on the Weekend Warriors. Okay. Cloth armor and carrying his blade. All right. I wasn't looking at that. I'm looking at the. All right. So you exit all out. You guys exit out. You go through the tube. You go into the main room, and there's security guards, and they're scanning you and they're checking you very thoroughly. And you see down the hallway at another bay that there's an older guy, and the alarms go off, and they pull a body pistol out of his pocket, and all of a sudden you see a bunch of guys just jump him, and I'm almost like they just throw him down to the ground. Oh, that's a bad move, sir. Looks like you're going to be staying at Glacic a little longer than you planned. Wonder what that ship's like, and they drag him away. I mean, they take the body pistol out of his hand. You know, these guys they look like, oh my God, they look like almost sort of like Nazi soldiers with weird black helmets, like Darth Vader helmets, but without the face. You know what I mean? And like
and
black uniform.
Because only the big bads get a cape.
It's free accommodation, but the leftover past date sushi starts to get boring after a while.
Yeah. I just add in all praise Alfred Diego, just nervously.
No, Diaz.
No, and the PDF says Diego.
Oh, it does. Okay.
I shoot a really weird. What the hell? Look.
Well, the one thing that you can do quick though is you have those petrochemicals, and you guys, I mean, obviously that other ship doesn't seem to be moving fast. You guys can dump those quick right now if you want to. See what you can get for them. Remember, you get a +3 because this is treated as an industrial world now, and you had 500. Yeah, you had 64 tons at 10,000 base price. I think you got them at 80%.
Yep.
And we can have our admin, which I believe is
variable
skills on that.
Variable.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want me to do a roll for this now?
In the corridor, or are we going to go to the wherever you go? Where are we going, Captain?
They're strictly for trade around here, so it should be no trouble to find who we can trade with.
I'm sure there's like
you have an admin 1, so it's +1. Oh, the trade facilities are right here. You could they're almost right by the portway. You can say this is what you can go down and negotiate what you have and what you want to sell. I mean, and you could buy stuff. It's a trading facility and a landing port is all it is, man. It's all about getting and selling goods right here because there is no real starport beyond that.
Okay, so he's admin and a +3 advantage because of the.
So you get a +4 to your roll to sell it. You can try to say it's 64 tons of petrochemicals. You go into the depot and see what you roll from there.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Oh my goodness, Jesus Christ! You guys just
Man
keep
has
getting
magic
rich.
dice.
You just
Big score.
keep getting rich. What
That's
does
all
it
we
come
need.
out
Let's,
to?
let's move on to the next system, shall we, Captain?
300%. And
So
that's a
10%
base
of base?
price. Okay. That. So 10,000 is 100%. So that's 30,000 times 64. What does that come up to? Do the math for me.
Well, I do the calculator for you. 30,000 times 64 is times 64. 1,920,000.
Yeah. Is that what it comes out to?
1,920,000. Yeah.
1,920,000.
Well, mission accomplished, everybody.
512,000 credits into 1,920,000 credits in a matter of one jump.
On the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even it's
Well.
worth even chasing this broad that you're chasing and all this whole crystal thing,
Well,
but still,
we're supposed to
anyway.
be getting good with the
Yeah, you
nobles.
think we'd want to retire by now and just, smoke our cigars with 100 credit bills and so on.
Well, we're at least
On our
gonna.
rocking
Yeah,
chairs. Get off my grass, you kid.
we're at least gonna try to. Yeah, we're gonna at least try to see the crevice city. If we can't, then figure out how to get at the.
So I carefully
But,
whisper
yeah.
outside of the ear of any guard or anything that's snooping in on us, and not blow it up, Captain, like you said.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Yeah, you avoid phrases, they probably got microphones everywhere.
Yeah, I
Dictatorship,
put that
so-
to mean two things, but anyway, yep, that's all cool.
The security guys. Okay, so you're on board. The security guys gave you clearance. They scanned you. None of you were stupid. You got blades, and some of you have cloth, and some of you have reflex.
Although
One of the things that you do know, though, is that the cloth is not as effective against blades as like even mesh would be. So, I mean, I don't know if you want to just stay in your cloth,
Yep.
or if you want to consider maybe buying some mesh armor.
No, cloth is good.
Or if you want to just, what do you want to do? Or you want to just scoot your butt and try to find a route to Metropolis?
Honestly, I'm more worried about getting shot by the police than stabbed with a blade by hoodlums.
Yep.
Okay. Plan. So from there, there's you can bum around this place, or you can find out there's a network of trains and subways, high-speed rail, underground pressurized high-speed rail that can take you anywhere on the planet.
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna try and head off to Crevisopolis and investigate what we can find out about that private airport. Just
Poor widow
quietly. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, how long
So-
does it take on public transit to get there?
On public transit, it would take a couple hours to get there because it's quite a ways. But this thing cruises. It's going like a jet. It's going fast. It's going probably like 300 to 400 kilometers per hour. So it is a haul, though, if not more. This is a small world.
Don't have any
Albert
tight
Diego knows
turns.
how to
Okay.
build trains and keep them running on time.
You do see, though, everywhere you kind of go, there's pictures of Diego and honor, pride, integrity, our world, our way, and shit like that. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
It's Diego, Alfred Diego. You got pictures of him in a statue and shit here. Welcome to our world, honor, pride, and integrity. Our way. You see this shit everywhere. It's like, okay. You do find a subway route, and there is the number 9 subway, which will take you directly to Crevisotropolis.
All right.
But also now, you said you wanted to find out about that facilities. How are you going to do that? There are terminals. There are computers.
Yeah.
They're a little clunky and awkward, but they do work. So there is a computer network.
Most likely, we're gonna have to find somebody who might know and bribe them quietly. Hmm. Yeah. I wouldn't punch anything into the terminals. That's probably watched and scanned and goes to somebody who doesn't take kickback. Or at least takes really large, expensive kickback.
Are you feeling a little paranoid there, Captain?
I know how these worlds
Cap,
work.
listen up. Come on. You see, we're here to blow some money.
Yeah,
Or something
totally.
like that. Blow something.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
We made a lot of
Yeah.
cash. Dictator world will probably have amusement facilities for the discriminating guests.
Like-
Diego will.
Like tea ceremonies.
Yeah, there's a lot of people kind of all over this little trade area, and you're now the subway stations too are pretty busy. But there's a train that'll take you there. If you're not punching in a terminal, you really can't tell anything about what you're looking at or get any diagnosis of what's going on, which would be just public information. But you do have the subway that'll get you there, and the image from the sky in your hand computer, verbal, of where it kind of is in locations in the city. But you still don't know exactly what the facility is. By chance, in case there's an emergency, did you guys pack vac suits with you? Maybe a backpack with a vac suit in it, or no? Or you're just wearing your armor
Not when I left the ship.
outside?
I'm turning around to get my vac suit. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I'll go back to the ship and get my vac suit in a potted plant.
What?
He's getting a potted
A
plant.
potted plant.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
get
an
it.
old joke. Yeah, very old joke.
Oh god, I've just dated myself quite bad. Okay, rightio.
Okay. So, no, you guys are just going. You got your vac suit. No one else did. You're just gone. Everything's pretty well pressurized and secured, but you don't know what that facility is above. Anyways, so we're gonna get aboard the subway and take the ride.
Oh yeah, we'll be taking a ride.
Taking a ride.
Yeah.
Okay, the subway ride is 10 credits each.
10
Pretty
credits!
cheap.
10
10
credits!
credits.
What is the
And
Supreme League
considering you're
doing
going
about
halfway
this?
around the planet
Atrocity, I
almost,
say.
it's a small world and it's fast.
Do they
You
want to
enter,
hack?
and it's sort of like an LA, or it's sort of like an LA Metro, except it's more streamlined, and the seats are a little more nicer, and it goes. You have to kind of sit down and buckle in because it
Yeah.
picks up acceleration
That's
pretty quick.
right.
There, it's full. It's packed full, but you have your seats,
Right.
and you're on board, and the thing just it's going, and you're going through a tube tunnel. And then once it picks up speed, it kind of stabilizes out, and now you could walk around or whatever if you wanted to. But when it says be seated when it takes off, and it says to be seated when it slows down. And it has to make a couple stops on the way, so you guys have to get in and out of your seats a couple times, and then it speeds up again. And it's been a couple hours, and you're about ready to get off on Metropolis. So it's about ready to reach the port, and it does. And now you're at the Metropolis port. You're at the Metropolis train station.
Okay.
I mean, Crevice Metropolis.
That's so cool. So I'm gonna, as soon as I get off the train, I want to see where the landing thing is for that other place, if it's connected in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, well, the landing thing, based on your picture, is outside or is through a tunnel up on the higher level to the west, and you are down in the crevice. You are in more or less like the city right now.
Right.
If you go outside, once you step out of the train station, it's sort of like a space colony. I mean,
Yeah.
there's trees and grass and there's buildings. It's pretty cool, actually, and it's a big area. It's sort of like Manhattan in a crevice. You know what I mean? Not quite as bad as that, but it's a large extended city at the bottom of a crevice, and it has big lights and artificial rain and all that shit.
How much is it to get us up there? Either to get up there or to pay our way up there.
To that arena. Well, first off, you're gonna have to try to find out more about it, and
Sorry.
and how are you gonna go about doing that?
Peter, that's so good. Oh fuck! Sorry.
Should I say it verbally? Should I say it in audio? What I just posted?
Yeah.
Probably should.
Huge posters of the leader everywhere, and one of them says, "Glacket's dear leader says, keep your crevice clean."
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. 5 stars, man.
I just seen it now. Yeah, I'm not looking at it. Yeah, it always is good to do that.
Yeah, no matter what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
So, anyways, that's where you're at. You do know
Yeah.
the location, but I mean, how are you going to get information to get there? I mean, what's the plan? You don't even know the name of the facilities as of yet.
As long as it's one of the ones that's been kept clean, I'll tack out on the information kiosk to see if there's an easy route up there. Sorry. It's just the look on the guy's face, and that it just is so fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
And I've
It's a
sorry,
bad thing when you're in a dirty crevice.
yeah. I'm just wondering
yeah.
why he's got his fingers spread like that. What is he doing? Sorry.
It was for some other game I planned, but it was about another planetary leader who's gone insane and who has cork bombs and wants to use it on the next system over or something like that.
Sounds great.
Anyway,
Well, they'd have clean crevices anyway.
yeah. Because if you let a city decline, everybody will say it's a real hole.
Oh yeah, bum. Okay.
Okay. So are we here in Creviceopolis?
Steve. Yeah, you are in Crevice Metropolis. It's not totally clean, but it's not dirty nasty either.
Okay.
It's a city.
Just shout out for
sorry.
Diego, like,
Sorry. You gotta remember, guys, it takes on a completely different meaning for me.
For everyone. Universe.
yeah.
Oh, far out. So, did we find a way out of this place?
Yeah, we're gonna try to ask around discreetly, streetwise. See if we can find
Okay
somebody who
then.
will know.
So who's asking? And they're gonna have to give me a streetwise roll.
Oh, who's got streetwise?
I
You
got
got
streetwise
streetwise
one.
one, Rodrigo.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can find somebody who might be employed on in construction or maintenance of spaceport facilities.
What you do see that catches your eye now that you're out on the street is there's a good old little tavern just on the block. There's
Okay.
people walking and scattering around, but you do see this little tavern.
Any posters up in the window or anything? Before we go in? Pictures of Alfred Diego or
Clean crevices are our specialty.
okay, no. All right, doesn't sound
There's
like
a picture. No, there's it looks like showgirls and like a sport poster type of things on the outside of the bar.
So probably not a political bar then. All right, probably safe, and we won't get carted off by the secret police or attacked by fascists or whatever. So yeah, let's head on in there and see if we can find some working Joes to interrogate. Somebody's
Scroll in the door, and there's this big this skinny burly guy with a patch on his eye, and he looks unshaven and bald, and he says, "Can I help you there? Was there anything you would like?"
We order a beer.
Yeah,
We want a place where that's laid back, where people want to have fun. They let their hair down, they talk. That's our idea.
Where everybody knows your name, or what?
yeah,
Yeah,
That's
not
what
not the coffee shop where they talk politics and get all agitated about silly things.
Yeah.
Go on a bar.
This bar looks like a little rough, kind of rough, thuggish to a little
Excellent.
bit. So you could sit
Could
down
be.
and you could try to talk to the bartender, and maybe see if you could roll your streetwise and see how that goes, and show them the
Yeah.
picture and say you're looking for this facility and you're curious. I don't know. Well, you tell me how you're going to go about it, and then give me a streetwise roll, +1, 2D
Okay.
+1, and I'll tell you how it goes from there.
Yeah. Let's say we're looking for somebody, and we think she's up in this starport.
Do we have a
Want
picture?
to know? Want to know if they know anything about it. I can just point in the general direction, just near the city. Ask him if he knows anything about it. Yeah, here we
Okay, and
go.
2D
That's a
+1.
10. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's that's Landon's business, I believe. The Landon Corporation. Yes, that's private facility, and it's pretty hush hush. Once in a while, a couple of his boys come on down here and come on in here. I don't know what they all do there, but they do their own trading, and they have ships that have the clearance codes to land there. They land there from time to time. So he draws you out a map, and he tells you you can get there this way. You can there's these little roads, and you can rent this like little golf cart type of car, and these are available too to rent. It's 100 credits for. So we'll say it's 50 credits a day to rent one of these cars. They're electric chargeable. They got batteries in them, and they're like a high-speed golf cart type of thing. You could all sit in there, and they do it just a little top over it because they do have a rain cycle in Crevice City. They do like to get their crevices wet.
I know.
One way to
It'll
keep
be
it
over.
clean. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Steve's
it's
got me
disgusting.
rolling. I can't help it.
Oh man.
We have disgusting golf cart conveyances, but the police have like the supercharged interceptor from Mad Max 2.
No, they got Teslas.
Nitro charged gas burners.
They got nitro charged Teslas. Well, you're in the golf course.
Yeah. I feel emasculated, but okay, that's the rules around here.
Yeah.
Deal. That's what's going on right now. So
All right.
what's the plan?
All right.
What are you doing, Jug?
Looking so he doesn't belong to us as much as
What
possible.
am I doing? I'm
Yeah.
trying not to fall in.
All
Yeah,
right.
you
Good
don't want
idea.
to fall into the crack we've
I'll
got
follow
ourselves.
the captain because I need to keep the captain safe. So I'll follow the captain and make sure he doesn't. Give me an analogy, but I'll make sure he's safe. I'll act as the captain's bodyguard,
Okay.
whether he wants it or not.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm glad to have you.
It's a tough bar. You have to act like that.
Yeah.
Look like a threat.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got ourselves a private starport run by a corporation. We gotta try and get in there and find out where this what's her name is. What was her name again? Oh,
Widow
Fontana.
Schmitz. I mean Schmitz.
Well, that was her alias. The true name, if we go back,
Petra
is
Fontana. Yeah.
Petra Fontana is a real name.
All right.
Jane Schmidt and her transport, the last alias she went with, and before it was Andrea Gilmore. When she deceived and lied, so she's pretty good at aliases and deception.
Yeah.
Obviously,
She probably peeled off the fourth layer of her plastic surgery, and now she's somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a little leery of going and trespassing on this high level world, but I don't want to try and tackle this ship in space either. So,
Look.
anyone have
Captain,
any?
You've got
Yeah.
Doug. You've got Jack. They'll be fine.
Well, I'm more worried about the cop.
We're in
Is,
space. We're outside of the illegal limits.
You're not in space now. You're in Crevice City, man.
Yeah,
No, I'm
there's
talking about
Wet,
taking them on in
wet,
space.
dry, clean, or dirty. You're in Crevice Metropolis.
yeah, in space though, we're not going to be able to deal with them. They're faster than us, and they're heavily armed.
So they're
If
gonna
we
take
start to
one
win,
shot.
they'll just
One shot,
Yeah.
and they're done. Small ship.
Here,
yeah,
over here, everyone is the same speed, which is slower than the cops.
yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a trade-off.
You haven't
Bummer.
seen really any cops or anything yet. You do
Oh,
see
yeah, you don't see
people.
We'll see lots of
Yeah,
cameras
you
looking
don't
at
see
us.
them anywhere really. Yeah, you're in the bar right now talking to the guy. There's a couple other locals that are there, and they're all. You don't see any aliens. Everybody's human.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
it's lighter gravity. Your load, what you have on you, it's way light. It's sort of like walking on the moon.
Hmm.
They're skinny and long, tall people, skinny and long. All they'll have some kind of. They seem to all have some kind of blade or on them, or even like a swords or cutlasses. Everywhere you look.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go try to break and enter, I guess, and not get caught.
So no one's
Yeah,
even
yeah.
going to check a public terminal for on anything, or no? You're just going to
Yeah,
take.
Oh,
I
that-
said I'll have a look to see if there's a route up there.
Well, we found a route up there. The guy told us how to go, but it's
Okay.
private, so we're probably going to be stopped. And, well, guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Captain, all of a sudden your communicator. There is a network here. Your communicator is hooked up to. Your communicator starts to ring. Your like cell phone device,
Chirp, chirp.
whatever
Ah.
that might be.
That'll be the secret police. All right, I answer it.
Could be Bauer.
You answer it, and he says, "I'm surprised I haven't heard from you, Captain. This is Bauer, Sir Andrew Bauer. We are here. We are docked at Bay 2024, and we see that your ship is here at 13. We're curious what's going on with your lead on this ship. Where are you? What are you doing?"
Oh.
I don't like being in places like this with these wannabe dictators. No nobility.
I'm not sure I'd call him a wannabe dictator. He seems to be pretty firmly in charge. We've got a lead on where that ship is docked. It's at a private starport that's run by a corporation just near Crevisopolis. Crevisopolis.
Yeah, that's
And,
right.
and we're looking to see if there's a way we can get in right now.
So, okay, so we're going to get passage. We'll be on our way there.
Trying to get in.
Oh
It's a
crap!
tight fit.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Maybe a squeeze, but I'm sure they can find us an opening.
Oh god!
I didn't expect this game to take this kind of turn, but I guess
Neither did I.
Guilty.
You're guilty. Come here. You always come up with some wild humor there, verbal. All right.
Yeah.
There's those little car rentals. You're gonna take one and head up there. You got the route. You got a route drive. You have a route more or less drawn on a napkin and directions. I mean, and then no one's done anything else. Now,
I think that's the
Well,
big
I
head
was
guys
gonna
do
say,
something
I-
else.
I didn't want. I didn't want to speak out of turn, but we should probably do a little public net researching of what the Landon Corporation actually is, or what it says it is, and before we strike. You know, and we need a plan. We are in a heavily legislated world, or what do you call it? Law enforcement.
now
world.
that would be something. Skyson does have computer one, and Skyson can plug into the terminal and see what he can pull up. There are public terminals. There's public computers that are connected to their version of an internet. So you could. And there's a terminal right in the bar in the corner.
I put my hand on Skyson's gear and I say, "No hacking, please. No hacking."
Yeah.
He's gonna go. He's gonna just see what he can get into. Give me a roll for Skyson. You're rolling for him. I'm sort of playing him.
Oh, I am. Okay.
Yeah, you're rolling for Skyson. Cowboy's like, man, it kind of sucks not carrying guns, but
Oh, mate, you should
But
go
you
back and
never
get one I
know.
suggest to him.
oh, Stony, I'm good with a blade. I know you're good with a blade. You're cutting up all that kind of stuff back there, right? A motor. He's got his hat on and he's chewing on a straw and he's kind of messing with Stony a little bit as usual, talking with his funky accent.
I'm just smiling. I'm totally.
Is he saying that?
I've had too much
Is he
fun
saying
with this
that?
other stuff.
Is he saying Stony is using a blade as an engine tool? Really?
Yeah.
Is that what
He
he
was
means?
making some kind of comment like that too, like chopping stuff
Totally
up back
does
there.
not hit any mark right now. Verbal's put me in
Okay,
a good mood.
Dyson rolls for computing.
One straight.
Oh, nice.
Ah, yeah, you get into it, and what it basically is it's a private firm, and you do have the directions. There's a gate, but it's most of it's underground, so there's an entryway, and there's a road that goes up past it. So that's just that bay that's above it, and there's a little highway that goes up to along the side of the crevice. And that takes you to that area where it is. What you do find out about it, though, is that it, like I said, it's a small company that does private trading and private exchanges, and it deals mostly in entrepreneurship. But it also seems, based on what it is, it seems to have some ties to the supreme leader at a certain level, or some of his family on the fringes, because there are some interests there. But at the same time, though, it does seem a little bit shady. Some of the stuff they do that they don't talk about, and deals with a lot of off-world trade and things that aren't really discussed. It just says off-world trade. But reading between the lines with your streetwise, this is Skyson's coming up with this and telling you about it. And he blows up the picture on the screen and he's showing it. He says, "Captain, check this out. We could go right in here, and if we need to, there's this other entryway, like a back entryway, we might be able to get in." Oh my God, Steve!
I can't
Get your
help it,
mind out of
man.
there!
Oh.
Yeah,
I just want to know, are we going deeper into the crevice?
No, we're outside the crevice now, but
Thank
it's
God.
okay.
Okay,
Everything has a front and a back.
Exactly.
No big whoop.
Some are.
Okay.
Some crevices are bigger than the others. I think I can tell you that.
Oh,
Okie dokie. Man.
Okay, Captain.
All right. Let's see if we can head up there and hopefully not get caught.
Okay, so did you rent a car, or what are you doing? You
Oh
didn't
yeah,
say
we're
that
gonna
yet.
rent the car. Yeah, I thought I said that.
I'll
right.
walk by it because I think I'm going to be walking faster than it can go.
Actually, you'd be surprised. It goes about 30, 40 kilometers per hour.
Oh,
It's
okay.
going good
I'll
enough.
Jump on the back and face the rear with my looking
So this
menacing
golf
with my
cart
hand on
actually
my
has
blade.
to climb. Like we're at the bottom of we're at the bottom of a crevice that is a glassed over canopy. This golf cart would have to climb to get up to the top surface again on the side of the crevice. So is that sort of like
There's a little highway that goes along the side of that. And there's
Ah.
also tunnels. Remember, there's a lot of stuff underground that would connect to this. So there's
Okay.
these underground roads like a tunnel with lighting. And you have the directions. You just have it on a piece of paper map. And believe it or not, you're going. It's going to take about 20 minutes or so with this little thing. But
Yeah.
it takes you on up through a tunnel, and you're elevating slowly, like sort of like going up a slanted hill. But now, based on the directions, you have arrived and you're at this area, and it's like an underground. It's a cavern, but there's this building or rock like on the front of it that protrudes out with two large front doors and sort of like a gate. There's a gate that opens and closes. There seems to be one security guard by that gate area, and these little cars that can drive in and out. And then it's like a factory type behind it. So obviously, you see this like Elmer Fudd looking guy, old guy at the security door gate, He's like sitting there, and he's in a little guard shack type of thing, and he's like, huh. I mean, he looks like the kind of guy like a wannabe rental cop, you know, kind of like Barney Fife type of dude. And he's just sitting at the guard station. So you've arrived. Now, what you can decide what you're gonna do.
All right, we need to.
Do we do the scam about being prospective buyers of something, traders, like we did?
I
with
don't
the
know. What do
petroleum?
it's up to you guys what you're gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to try to fast talk our way past this guy.
Don't underestimate him, Captain. Don't underestimate him.
Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try to get.
Yeah. Gonna try and fast talk him and claim that we're expected by the corporation and.
So you're gonna try to fast talk him to see if you can get in. You got.
Yeah.
Okay. You give me a streetwise roll.
All right.
You got +1, straight +1.
Mm-hmm. That's a 9.
That's a 9. He says. Are you with the Schmidt organization?
That's a brilliant picture, Pierre.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we're with them. Yeah, we have some business.
Jack Schmidt. Jack Schmidt. Go straight on in.
There we go. Okay.
And he opens up the gate without even checking as he's sipping on his coffee, and you guys can drive directly in.
What?
Yeah.
Somebody actually glad to see us? This is astounding.
Unknown.
Well, yeah. I figured we
Obviously,
might be
there's
able to.
not a lot of people that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I figured this place does like shady business, so there may be a lack of records of people coming and going. So hey, you'll let us in. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Now we just gotta.
Okay. Give me about 20 seconds. I'll be right back, guys. Hang on.
Okay.
All right.
Oh shit.
Man. This has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a picture here of a guy with, well, he's probably got mesh armor.
Yeah.
Or
Well, I've already
something
included
better.
your last picture of your last guy, the little
He's got
guard.
he-
with flesh to
old security guy with something better than mesh armor. Let's see. I just typed old security guy,
it. Yeah.
and it comes up with things like this. For what it's worth, for some reason, it looks like this. So you can tell the guy has, much better armor under the hood.
That is cool.
Yeah. Pretty
Push
good.
him up. Yep, there he is. Cool. I'm just putting on the recording. So I'm just opening them up and it automatically goes onto the recording thing. Cool.
These are just my captures, and not the best.
Cool. I love the first guy though. It's just perfect.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. You guys there?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so there you are. You're in that facility. There's a door. You're in, and it's weird you got in so easily, but you're in.
Yeah.
There's some doors. There's a couple carts. These little carts parked, and then there's a nice one. There's a nice electric car parked along the side, and there's an back entryway door.
All right.
A what? Sorry.
Back entryway, man.
How many carts are here? Just wanting to know.
There's about 3 carts and
Three
your cart, and then a very sporty electric car.
40. Okay, great. Cool.
All right. Consider stealing that on the way out. Possibly. All right. All right. We're gonna head on in and see if we can find the trade center. Start snooping around.
You walk on in the door, and it goes down a hallway. And it's dark. There's some rooms that branch off the hallway, but the hallway seems to go out towards a balcony, and you hear noise and stuff down below that balcony area. So, but you can hear it ahead of you, and you see a rail, and you know it drops down because the voices sound like they're lower. Seems to be some discussion and voices and stuff in that you can hear there, but there's no one in the hallway.
Oh, I totally eavesdrop. Can we
You're gonna walk
make
forward
out?
and maybe stay out of sight and kind of glance down from the hallway. And
Yeah,
to a point
try
where you
and
can see.
listen in. Try and listen in a bit. See what we can get.
There you see this shady fella, and there seems to be some security guys. They're all carrying blades, and they're dressed. It looks like some kind of outfits, like a black type of outfit. They're not cops though. Obviously, they've some kind of like a ninja type of outfit, but with some armor underneath and no masks. And there's this one guy. He's got dark glasses on. And like an old 1920s black hat. He's skinny and tall, and he seems to be talking to another guy with a beard, clean cut. And that guy he's talking to seems to be wearing a vac suit without a helmet on, and alongside of him is Fontana. I mean, not Fontana. I mean, Petra. Petra's standing alongside of him. She's wearing a minx coat. Dressed for success, standing alongside this guy. You can see them from where you're standing. You see the other guy talking to him, and you see the guards down below. And that's where you're at right now.
Okay.
There's you. How many of you are there right now? Let me get.
I think it's all of us.
Did we all go?
I thought we did.
The 5 of us.
All right.
Judd is there.
There's 6 of you
Sorry.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
with Cowboy.
All right. And how many guards and such are down there?
Believe it or not, there's about 5 or 6 guys standing down there around the bottom of the room too, where they're having this discussion.
Just
And,
enough to land on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you do notice though is from this downport, there's also like a hallway and a ramp, and you believe that goes on up to the ship. And they're closer to that ramp to go up to the ship than not. And it looks like they're having some kind of discussion. And so you eavesdrop in, and it says, "Do you have a good evening?" He says, "We appreciate your petrochemicals, and at a better price than usual." He's talking about a trade and exchange, and he says, "We're curious if you have some gems. We've heard something about it. It looks like they're discussing a sale of the gem or something, but you're not certain." Yeah.
Okay. Now, if we could somehow get between them and their ship. Crap. If we just open up on them, they're gonna run. Anybody have any ideas on?
Well, I could throw someone further across so they land in between them and the door.
Cowboy looks up and he whispers, "Stoney, let's just jump over the rail and start cutting. It'd be just like you running the drives."
I suggest, Captain, what if I throw some, just some loose weight around here? I don't know, Cowboy.
It would have to be dead weight.
Well, it's much dead weight.
Totally useless to us.
Well, I've already whispered to the captain, let's just jump and let's rain death from above.
Very dumb.
Yeah.
Very dumb.
Or I could throw Cowboy a different way to give him a distraction. He seems to want to jump over the rail.
Okay.
Verbal starts to get nervous and verbalizes, "Oh, that'd be very dumb, very, very bad. Very
Yeah.
bad. Dumb.
How high up are we?
Dumb.
How high up are we?
Oh, it's about like a second story, like 5 meters or so.
The cool thing here is, if we were to run and jump off this, because of the low G, we would probably get right over by the door, guys. We would be against the door.
Yeah, that's actually sounds possible.
So you're thinking of leaping to kind of block the door and stop them from exiting and going and
Well, half of
think
us at
for a
least.
ship.
At least
Yeah.
half of us. The other half can drop down here. You know, the people who are a little bit worried about their, spraining their pinky toes. So cowboy and that.
So you're gonna draw your swords and jump, or what? Run and jump.
Yeah, I think we may also try to bluff the local guards into thinking we're some sort of enforcement agency to come and grab her for theft.
And they'll immediately realize you're full of nonsense when you can't handle yourselves in low gravity.
Well, we'd claim to be off-world authorities pursuing a criminal.
That's right. And stumbling and overcompensating is just part of your style.
Well, yeah, off-worlders. But hey, we're probably very strong. So
okay, is that what you're gonna do?
Is that the
Plan
plan?
those actions.
that looks like I guess that's our plan. It's not great, but
Well,
Yep.
it's time for
So
everyone
you guys
else to
are
say
gonna
something.
run, you're gonna leap, you're gonna jump down and try to jump far enough to get between the ramp to
How
the
far
ship
away-
and
how-
where they are.
How far away is the ramp
Swords
from
drawn.
us?
yeah.
How far
You're
away
gonna draw
from
your
us is
swords.
the ramp, Liguri?
The ramp is about 20 meters once you land, but you're right, with the low gravity, you will each have to make a roll to see how this turns out, and it's going to be a dexterity roll because you're
Well-
running and jumping.
Yep. Well, with the B, I'm feeling fairly good.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll probably do real good, but not everybody's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
So,
And I look purposely at Cowboy with that statement. Not everyone is me.
What do you mean, buddy? Look at me. I'm a B2. I can run and jump just like you, brother.
Well, you
I can
first,
jump
then.
probably even further. You got that
You
big
first.
head that weighs you down.
You
that
first.
big old melon head.
You first.
Are you ready to do this or what?
You
Look at that
first.
big old melon head cutting up shit, acting like a clown.
You first.
Wasting time.
Yeah. Well, I think this is our terrible plan. We're gonna go with it. All right. 1, 2, 3. Let's
Who's gonna
go.
jump? Let's do a dexterity.
Yeah, I'm
who's
jumping
jumping?
straight down. I'm just gonna drop down because my dex isn't great. But the guys with good dex can try to make the.
You still
Jump
gotta
over.
give me a dex roll for your jump, which is a straight 2D. Then you don't have a
Yeah.
bonus. You just get a straight 2D roll,
All right.
Don't we want to roll under
and
it?
that'll tell me if.
Yeah.
Or an 8.
No, you're rolling for 8 or higher,
8 or
with
higher.
plus or minus your bonuses.
My
You're
bonus
rolling for 8 or
a
higher
B
for
is
this
what?
type.
Oh,
Jumping
sorry.
over this rail and how you land.
Yep.
Stony, you get a +2. You're
10.
more than fine. Captain Rodrigo, you rolled a 9? No, you didn't roll a 9. Oh,
I
Captain
didn't.
Rodrigo,
Alright.
you could have jumped right in the. You jumped perfectly fine. In fact, you landed on a table above them, sword drawn.
It's cool.
Stony landed. Stony jumped all the way over. He's on the other side.
Sort out.
Now we
Later.
need a roll for.
Oh, and can we roll for who's got tactics in our team? Come on, roll for surprise. Who's got tactics?
Yeah.
Did Skyson have tactics? Let's see.
Someone's got to have
There's-
tactics.
Oh, hell,
Somebody
where was
does. Let me see. I got it.
it?
Here
nope.
somewhere.
Jug.
Yeah.
Jug has tactics.
Cowboy has tactics.
I have.
According to.
Do I have?
Yeah, it's
tactics?
recon. Recon kind of counts like tactics, doesn't it? No, wait a minute.
No, I've got recon. It doesn't.
Yeah. Jug has recon.
recon.
Cowboy has tactics.
Okay.
Cowboy has tactics, and Cowboy's jumping down right now. 2D.
Double ones.
Oh.
Cowboy rolls a 14, and he jumps down perfectly. Lands in the middle where he almost has a blade up against the. He lands perfectly where he almost has a blade up on the guy's neck with the glasses who's trying to make the deal.
We're looking like special
And
forces
for-
here.
Tactics roll, we're going to do a 1d6. I'm going to roll for a Cowboy. So for this is for surprise to see if they can draw. You're already drawn. Cowboy rolls a 5. They have a straight. They're going to have a straight 1d, which is a 4, which means you guys have surprise. They're going to. Who else is jumping now? So Cowboy has surprise. Your group has surprise. With the +2, military experience plus the tactics skill gives you the +2 to your roll. They've got the straight roll of 4 on the 1d for surprise. And now we need to see Skyson needs to jump yet. Skyson is an A. He gets a +1. So are we
That's
gonna?
like
And
a
Pierre
a
does
2D.
too.
Okay, Skyson 2d6 plus
Right
1.
now.
Bleh.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
so that's like a dex.
Stumbles. Skyson stumbles a little bit and he
Oh.
hits the ground, so he's a little bit in an awkward
Crap.
position, but he's able to get up.
Well,
But he
got around
stumbled on his
surprise,
fall.
so that's okay.
Yeah.
You need
And
who else
Verbal?
didn't roll for their jump yet? I think Jug
Jug.
needs to roll and jump.
I say verbal didn't yet.
Verbal didn't yet, and Jug didn't
Roll
either
that.
yet. Jug gets a +1, 2D +1, because he has a dex of 9. If he's there.
We're all done.
Jug is fine. He jumps down and lands down too. Swords are drawn. You're all facing a guy though. Jug's facing one of the guys. Verbal's facing one of the guys. Cowboy's facing one of the guys. And we're going to. They're drawing their sword. Are you going to announce something, Mantar?
Yeah. The captain's going to tell everyone to freeze. We're here in pursuit of a lawful warrant, and we're only after the stolen gem. And wait, do we need to get what's her buzz too? I don't remember.
That's 500,000
Petra.
for the gem, 500,000 for her.
Oh yeah, and the thief that stole it.
I'm really not
I
going to
don't
wait.
think so. They start drawing their swords. The
Okay,
guy
well-
next to
I'm going to use
And-
my rubber mallet to hit the guy in the face if I can.
Okay, that would be, and you are, so you're the guy, you're each, we're going to just, there's combat going around you, but we're going to focus on just each of your characters. We're not going to focus on Cowboy. We're not going to focus on Skyson. They're fighting too. Right now, right now we are going with Stony and one of the guards. Stony and one of the guards. So and you guys have surprise, so you get to hit first. They're pulling out their swords, but that's their turn. And it's your turn, and you're going to hit them with a rubber mallet instead of the blade. Is that what
Yep.
you said? You're
Yep,
swinging
yep.
your rubber mallet back
Hopefully in
at
the
them?
face. Yep, hopefully in the face.
Okay, and this is strength bonuses.
Okay.
So you are brawling 0, and your rubber mallet with your strength is a roll of +2 to the hit. You're at close range within a meter. Give me a roll, 2D +2.
Nope.
6. Actually, you swing and you miss.
Mhm.
You miss the guy. Now he
Use
is
that
going to
gravity.
hit you. He pulls out his sword. He pulls out his sword and he's going to take a swing at you. He's got his cutlass. So
Wait, shouldn't that be next round after surprise is over?
you're right. He still gets another shot, doesn't he? You're right. Yeah. He's got his sword out. You get one more swing at him with the mallet.
Okay,
He's-
well,
'cause
I'm
he's
gonna.
still
The mallet's
dazed.
missed him, so I'm bringing because I've got both out. I'm bringing up
Okay.
the blade.
So now you're going to swing with the blade.
Yep. So that's a blade,
Blade.
level 2, strength added on top of that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, you get a
4.
+4 to that.
And that's it.
What'd you roll?
This time a 10.
Direct hit with the blade. And what does the blade do for damage?
2D.
Blade.
2D. Yeah.
It is 2D, isn't it? No. Looking straight blade. Roll 2D damage on him. See what happens.
5.
Wait a minute. Wait, you rolled a 10. Let me see. Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me backtrack here. I might have made a mistake here. You rolled a 10.
Yep.
Okay, 6 plus 4. I want to check the armor because he has mesh armor on. Let's
Okay.
see what the armor does. Oh, hang on. I'm going to open that. Mesh. It's a slashing weapon. -3. Actually, believe it or not,
Just missed.
the mesh armor took the brunt of the hit. There will be no damage on him. And now it's
Oh.
you had your 2 rounds. It's his turn to swing
Yep.
back at you with the sword. I'm sorry, I made a mistake there
That's alright.
because he has mesh armor as a -3. The armor you did cut across you hit him, but the armor held out on it. He ended up being able to move, and now you're out of surprise. And we're gonna go for. He's gonna get one swing at you, and then we're gonna move to the next turn.
Okey-dokey.
And you all get surprised. You're wearing 2d6 plus 1, and you have cloth on, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing.
Well, reflex.
He's
I
got
don't
a
think
plus
he's
one.
going to be lasering with the blade.
Blades too. They don't seem to have the guns. Let me see. Slashing cloth is a -2. 2d plus 1 minus. Okay, hang on. Oh, this is going to be tricky to do. Hold, I can't see it.
Fine.
Yeah, he swings and totally misses. All right, and now we're going over to Mantar. The other guy, Rodrigo, he pulls out a sword. You get your 2 swings on him.
All right. That's 2 points of blade skill and only an 8 strength, so.
So you get a +2.
My sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
The sword in.
It would be a hit, but he's wearing a jack, which gives him a -1. This guy, the guy you're doing, has got jack armor on, so that's a -1 to the hit. So your hit doesn't succeed either.
All right.
But you have surprise, so you get a second swing at him.
Oh, bam.
And that is a hit. And you got a cutlass though.
I've got a sword, 3d6.
Which does quite a bit more damage.
Yeah, 3d6.
So we can
11.
Nice.
Sword. Yeah, sword does 3d, and you rolled 11. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So he took some more damage, so he's kind of up and out. And he's gonna swing at you. He's not unconscious, but he's hurt. So you sliced him good, and he's gonna take his swing. He's got a 2d6 plus 1 minus. You're wearing cloth, so that would be his hit, but that doesn't count your armor. You're wearing cloth, which is a -2, which means your armor took the brunt of it, and he misses, so you damaged him. To attack on him. Are you there?
Yep.
I'm here. Did he hit me?
No, you attack first because you guys have surprise thanks to Cowboy. You all had your weapons drawn and you have surprise. So you get 2 attacks before he can attack you. This is all happening simultaneously, remember. And right now, the only guy that's taken any damage is the guy in front of Mantar.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I hit him with the pummel of my blade and use my brawling skill?
Yeah, I would think you can. What are you're going to hit him with the what of your blade exactly? So it would be like a bludgeoning weapon is what you're saying? Like a bat?
Yeah.
Well,
yes, you can.
I have brawling skill and a high strength, but I don't have blade skill.
You've got blade 0 though, right? Yeah, you do. Okay.
So I'd like to use the hilt of the blade and use that perhaps as a brass knuckle.
Yeah. Sounds reasonable.
Okay.
So would that
And
be
your
part
brawling
of the hit?
skill is 2 plus 2. That would give you a +4. So we'll roll a 2d plus 4. And tell me what you get, which would be, and then we'll look at that's a 8, but he has armor, which is gonna negate that. His armor is which is mesh, which we're at short range. Mesh would be, and that's bludgeoning weapons because you're using it as like a bat or a club or knuckles. That's still a -2. It's not a -3. You actually do better with the bludgeoning weapon than you do with the blade. So you do no damage because it's a -2 to that roll. But you get another roll because you have surprise, so you can do the same thing again. If you would like. And this is a 9, it's a -2, that's still a 7 with a +4. You're still rolling low. So neither one of those work. And now he's taking a swing at you. And he has a superior, he has a higher strength, and he has skill, and he's got a cutlass. So he swings at you, and he hits you. Because you're -3, you're wearing cloth. Reflect doesn't do shit. You take the higher modifier. That would be a 9, so you've been hit. Jug's been hit by the cutlass. It's penetrated through your armor, which we'll have to roll the damage on that, and that's where we're at on that round. And now we're going to go to verbal after this. Let's see where we're at with that. Hold on a minute. Is that correct? You got close range. That's a slashing weapon. What was I looking at? Cutlass. Cutlass does 3D damage. You just took 3D damage. I'm going to roll that right now. And then let's go to verbal. So you guys are in it. You don't know what's going on. But that's 6, 5. Oh, shit.
Ow.
You took a lot of damage. Holy shit. You got more or less stabbed. Went right through your cloth. While you were doing this. And your stats are, where are you? B98. Your endurance is down to 0. And you're into your dexterity now, which how much is that? That's
how much got absorbed by the armor?
Nothing gets absorbed by the armor. The armor failed.
Okay.
We're playing. We're
Yeah,
not
that's
playing
all cool.
armor.
That's all cool. Yep, that's all cool. I just suddenly realized. That's all
Yeah,
cool.
we're doing like classic.
Yep.
It's like custom classic. He's penetrated the armor, so he's taken the hit. That's what that -2 was about. But he rolled a 12 on the hit. If he would have rolled a 10 with the -2,
Yep.
because I just rolled his straight roll, then it would have. Well, actually, he would have had to roll a 9. Anyways, so he did take a bad hit. So you're hurt right now, Jug. We're gonna come back to you, and now it's Verbal's turn. We're gonna come back to you now. It'll be your turn next. You're not unconscious. You're gonna need to give me a dex roll to see if you ended up unconscious. Actually,
Only a scratch.
it's only a scratch. And why don't you do that first?
+1.
We're gonna roll though, like your dex. You get a 2d + 1. Wait a minute, your endurance. You get a 2d + 1. Let's see how you do on your endurance check. 2d + 1. The target's 8 or higher. And see if because you just took such a bit. You did it. You're not unconscious. You're not unconscious. We're going off your whole endurance, which is I believe I got it in front of me, is a 10. So you get a +1, even though your endurance is 0. You are into your dex you're 4 points into that. Wait a minute, actually 3 points left on your dex. So you're in the hurt range, but you can still fight. And now Verbal's turn. Verbal, what are you doing? There's a guy facing you.
Well, I got a blade. I'm a blade 0, but with dex, if you want to consider it, +2.
Actually,
dex
we got to go with strength on this.
Sorry, strength. Uh-oh.
Dex
Okay.
would be real nice if you could. That'd be a +2.
Way to go.
Strength.
So with your
nothing.
blade, you're not sitting too well. Your blade 0. Actually,
Blade
you have
0.
brawling too, so you might have been better with a baton or
You swill
or
one
a
of those
club.
and dance.
You got a club or a baton. You're gonna.
I
swing
got
and take
brawling 2. Maybe I can do the same.
2 to the hit with a
Hunting.
baton or a club. Say you
Use
got a
the
bat or a
power.
club, that'll give you a +2. With a blade, you're a +0.
Can I do the trick
So-
with the hilt of the blade? Does the blade have enough of a hilt to use the same way
It'll
Jug
have a
did?
pommel. It'll have a pommel.
You can if you want to, but if you want to, I suppose you can. But if you have a baton and you just swing it at them, you'll do better.
Oh, did I bring such a thing?
We could say you did.
Okay.
We could say you did. You got a bat or a baton and a blade in one hand,
Bludgeon, but no strength bonus. So this is what I would roll then.
but you'd get a +2 on this. And then we'll see how this turns out.
Okay, brawling.
Yeah. Brawling
Ooh.
2D, and I believe that's a good solid hit. Yeah,
Worked out
even with
better.
his armor. What is he wearing? He's wearing Jack, which is a -1, which means that's still a hit. Your guys were, and that would be, where's it? Club 2D damage. Roll 2D. Let's see what you did with
Okay.
him.
Damage.
Oh yeah, and then I'm going to do a roll here. He's out. You knocked him out cold. Your guy
Yeah,
drops down. So
Wow.
that's where you're at right now. First swing, you knocked him out cold, and you turn around and you can still have surprise. So you have a second round, and you're close enough now where you can see what happened. You see right next to you what happened to Jug. You see Jug just take it, and he starts
Uh-huh.
curling. So you have another chance. You can take that baton and swing at this other guy that just hit Jug.
Okay. Any negatives because it's like a second action or something like that?
No,
Not
I'm gonna
really.
let you. You have surprise. You get 2 rounds. That's it. And it's still in close range. It's within the 6 meters. You can do a little bit of a leap and swing for that other guy's head, or swing for him with your baton.
All right. So I scream and leap, and I roll
2D
brawling
plus
again.
2. Let's see how that turns out.
Not so good.
7, and that's a miss. But
Yeah,
now that
miss.
guy's distracted because he's got 2 on 1, and that's where you stop, and he's not able to turn his attention to you because he just took to Jug, and you guys are frozen in time, and we go back to Mantar.
Alrighty.
So Mantar, where were we at with you? It's your turn again, isn't it? Yes.
Yep, I did 11 damage to him last time, I think.
Yeah, he's bleeding, but he's not unconscious.
All
You
right,
got him
there we
good.
go.
And I believe your guy
I
had
have
mesh
10.
on.
Hey. Yep.
10.
There we go. That's another.
A 10 with a plus 2.
Minus
Did
2.
your guy have mesh or?
He
Sadly, I
had
don't think
Jack. I think you said.
he had Jack. Okay, then Stoney's guy had mesh. That's a hit then
Yeah.
if he had Jack because it's only a -1.
Even if it was
So
a
that's-
-2, it'd be an 8. So yeah. All right.
Wait a
There we
minute.
go.
It's
a
2. You're
10.
right.
So
It's an 8.
-2 would be an 8. It's Oh,
You're right.
there
But
we
it's
go.
a piercing weapon. With mesh, it's a -3, but with Jack, it's a -1. So that is a hit. And that is with your cutlass, you said? So that's 2 3D
sword.
damage again.
Yeah, sword.
Did you roll the damage already?
Yep, I just rolled it. 14.
He's critically hurt. He drops.
Yep.
He's critically hurt. He drops. That's where you're at right now. And
Say,
the battle's
told-
going on around you.
I told you to freeze.
Okay, so you did take care of him, and now I believe we're back to Stony. And Stony, where are you at right now? Your turn to attack the other guy. Your guy has on
Male.
yours is the one with mesh.
Mesh, yep. All good.
You there,
I've
Stoney?
adjusted my bonus to just a +1.
Okay, and that counts everything then?
Yeah, but I miss.
So that's a miss. Okay, and you're wearing cloth, so he's got +1. He's actually with your cloth, he's a -2 to the hit, I think. His skill. Wait a minute. What was your guy now? Okay. Cloth is a -2. He's got a skill. He's a -1 to hit you,
Rightio. Yep.
and he misses. So that's
just
where we're at. We're gonna go
dancing
one more
around with
round.
each
You
other.
can swing at him. You're parrying right now. You're in the middle. You're parrying. You're in combat. So you're both going back and forth. You get a +1. He gets a -1.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? So you can swing again to hit him.
Okay, +1. Just
That's a hit.
Yep.
And this is with a cutlass or a sword or a blade, you said? Blade.
2d6.
Okay, so that's 2D damage. Do 2D damage on him.
This time 7. Nothing to take him down, but
Seven.
Hurt him.
7 points damage. He is hurt, but he's not down. So he did take a slice. You got him pretty good, but he's still upward and about. And now we move back to Mantar. What do you think, Mantar?
All right. I will go and help take out Stoney's dart, I guess.
Your guy's down right now. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. You guys, I'm skipping. I just did you.
Yeah.
We gotta hold on a second there. We gotta go to, I believe, Verbal is next.
Jug.
Or
Where's Jug?
Jug.
Jug is
still
next. Jug just got stabbed now, and Verbal just swung at Jug's guy and distracted him. So you have a chance to stab back at the guy or blunt him again with the edge of the sword again in the face. That's 2D +4 minus. Did he have mesh on or Jack? God, I gotta write this shit down. I think your guy had a Jack on. Yeah, he had Jack too. Only Stoney's guy had mesh.
Yay.
All right, give it a roll. You gonna hit him again? What are you gonna do, Jug?
What are my options?
You could swing a sword at him, or you could blunt him again with your sword in the face again. You just took a stab.
All right, I'm going to try.
And
to
now
both of them.
also get on that and see what happens.
Is that still +4?
Yeah.
It's a good strength attack there. That's better.
9 minus the 1 is still an 8, which is a hit.
All right.
That's a hit. So roll 2D damage on him there. And then Pierre's also attacking that guy too.
Nice.
If there's anything left.
And now Pierre, you get to take your swing at him again. with your
Okay.
baton. Damage. He took some serious damage, but at the same time, you could take another one. That's an 8 plus 2, but then again, though, he is a -1, so that's still a miss. That's still a miss, Pierre.
Yeah. Okay.
But he just took a stab by the other guy. You get to take another swing at him because he's dazed. He doesn't get a chance to fight back. He doesn't know which. He's double teamed right now. So do
second
another
attack?
stab at it. 2d plus
Really?
2
Okay.
-1. Yeah.
-1 would be his armor.
2d plus 1 then actually is what you're going to end up with if you've subtracted his armor.
Nice.
8 plus 2 -1. That's a hit. Roll 2d damage.
Hit.
Plus he
Okay.
just took another 9 points damage, so he's going down. And Mantar's guy went down, and then you notice Mantar that
Jug's
even though
gone.
you got sidetracked with this battle, Petra and the dude she was going with is headed up the doorway towards
Yeah.
the ship.
I thought we blocked them off with
Fine standing there in front of
Cowboy.
it.
Yeah, Stony and Cowboy.
Yeah, because they jumped down that way.
Yeah.
Low
And
gravity.
I'm gonna
Oh,
be, yeah,
shoot.
and I'm going to be throwing my when I get a chance, rubber mallet right at her head.
Okay. So you blocked the route that way. No,
Yep.
they're headed out the other door then.
Then
Yeah, we tried
The
to.
door that's not blocked. They're headed their way
Well,
out that way.
that would then be Rodrigo,
Jug or
and
Cowboy?
Verbal.
Yeah.
They're a little tied up in battle. They go right past them.
On the
I guess I'll be
staircase.
throwing something at them then when I get a chance.
Okay, you're gonna throw your mallet at them?
Yep.
At her head? We'll let you do. Okay, where
Well,
we
just
at?
throw it at her.
So
try to
you
take
rolled.
her.
That's a hit plus 8 points damage. The guy. Well, it just so happened though the guy that Verbal and Jug are fighting has dropped. So both Mantar's guy and their guy that they're fighting, 2 guys, 3 guys are dropped. The other guy with the cowboy's doing well, but the guy with the glasses on somehow pulls away too. Cowboys defeated his guy too. He's killed him. He's sliced him. I'm just clean, more or less clean. Took off his head. I mean, you ain't seen nothing like it, but like a samurai type of move, he took the guy's head off. The guy was dead.
Ugh.
So you
Messy.
see a head flopple up in the air at the same time all this battle's going on. Petra and the other guy are jetting towards the door. And
Crap! I thought we had them surrounded. Okay.
but you're rolling. That's a throwing roll, right?
Yep.
So the range
Dexterity.
would be a little farther. That's going to be short range, I think, because you're further away from them. As you just finished off the guy in front of you, you're going to throw. Now that's going to be a dex modifier, right? Because this is throwing. You're throwing that. What's your character?
+2.
Your dex is still a +2. What do we have for this thing here? Let's see. What do we have? Throwing. Thrown. Close. +2, -1 for short range. So it's a +1 based on what you're doing. You're throwing it at a +1. And then the armor that they have on, if they have any, probably measure check. Give me a roll and we'll see what happens. And what did you roll?
9.
A 9 plus 1. She had any armor on? I'm gonna roll 1 die and see. And that, I think you hit Petra right in the head.
Cool.
You hit her. Well, I don't know if you hit her in the head, but you hit her. And that would be, the weapon itself is a mallet, which is sort of like a club. I think that's 2d damage. See if you hit her and knocked her down.
2d6.
See what you roll.
Rubber may be less damage, more stuns. Would there be
Yeah,
something
well, I
to-
was hoping just to knock her out, but yeah. Anyway, 6 it is.
You didn't knock her out. She screams and keeps protruding forward, and your mallet's down on the ground.
Yep.
Gave
it a best shot.
You didn't knock her out, but you hear a feminine woman scream. She gets knockered by it.
I quickly look over at Cowboy and
She's-
say, "You all right?" and then carry on with the battle.
Ha ha! So these guys are defeated, but she's going out the door, and there's nobody left standing now. But they're headed out that doorway, the back way. So you don't know which way they're going, but they're going down the hall. And one of the guys all of a sudden now alarms are going off.
Crap.
Yep, I'm running over to
yeah.
the door, picking up my mallet and chasing after them.
Yep, Captain Rodrigo's going too. Everybody,
Okay.
let's go.
Okay, let me see. I want to do a quick here. And what anybody else doing? Jug's hurt. Somebody, I would think verbal. You're going to be doing some medical attention on Jug, I would assume.
If I had the med kit, yeah. And did somebody else say
I
they
can.
had?
I toss verbal the med kit as I run by.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I brought
One
mine.
way or the other, we have a med kit. One way or the other. Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay, so you're going to do a med roll to stabilize Jug. She's bleeding.
would it mean that I have to stay behind with Jug and catch up later? The other guys are giving chase.
Yeah, you're going to have to deal with Jug right now. So
sure.
Although Jug is not unconscious right now and he can still run.
Yeah. But they can't run and be treated at the same time, I don't think.
No.
So do I treat him or not?
Jug can't run right now if he's being treated. They're both at a stop and they're on the floor right there temporarily. The other guys are going out.
That's cool. I think we can take those two if we catch them.
So who's running out?
Tony.
Yeah.
And Cowboy.
And Cowboy.
Yeah, okay. So you're running out after those two. The other guys are down. You're not okay, and from there you threw the mallet and they're running. Yep. You don't have anything to do. What do they're ahead of you by a few meters, and they're starting to jump into the fast car. You see them jump into that fast car.
I knew we should have.
And you hear these alarms going off. You're gonna try to throw. The only thing you could do, it would be difficult. You could try to throw your blade at the tire. You get a plus. I believe you have blade +2, right?
Yeah.
You do, but it's difficult. So you're still gonna need an 8 or higher. And you might be able to pop the tire and stop them. They're about in the vehicle. They're about ready to jump off.
Well, all right. I guess I'll give it a try. Maybe Stoney can try something too. There we go. Oh!
Oh!
Nailed it.
And he does, too. And he does. In fact, actually, with that roll, the +2, wait a minute. It's actually 11 + 2 - 2 would be 9. So yeah, you take out the tire. They can't. It's hobbling around. They can't take off fast. You're able to get to the door because you took out the one tire right away. So they can't just take off. So now you're at the door right now. Both of you are at the door. They're in the vehicle and they're trying to drive off. And Petra's got a,
I'm trying to bash the driver's
bleeding
window
from her
open.
head because she got hit with the mallet.
So I'm trying to bash the window side in where the driver is in with the mallet.
In the window with the mallet. Okay, give me what's your skill is 2D and you're brawling. Wait a minute, where are you?
Well, brawling would be 0, and 2 for my strength.
2 for your strength, so it's a +2. Give me a roll. 2D +2. See how it goes.
No. 7.
The glass, it doesn't. It bounces back. You didn't break the glass yet at this point. They're still trying to drive away with their flopped out tire. And you have your sword still. Did you pull your sword from the tire quick or tire? And now I'm going. Okay. Now I'm going to do Cowboy because Cowboy gets in action right now as you're going on. Cowboy is, what does he have with him? He has his blade also. And Cowboy's he's gonna take the butt end of his blade, and his strength is what? His strength is a 9. He gets a +1. Does he have brawling anything? I'm looking at him. Well, we're gonna give him a +2 to that because of his blade to break the glass. Let's see what he does. And Cowboy breaks the glass. Cowboy breaks the glass on the other side. He's able to reach in. Actually, wait a minute. We're going to see which side you're on, which side he goes in. I'm rolling 1D. So, wait a minute. Forget the +2. Let me get rid of +2. 1, 2, 3. He's on the passenger side. 4, 5, 6. He's on
side I'm on.
the driver's side, and you're on the passenger side.
Hey?
He's on the passenger side, which is where
Okay.
Petra is. So
Yeah.
he breaks the glass and he's able to reach in and grab Petra or open the door at this point. But his turn's up, and now Petra has a turn. And she doesn't have any gun skills, I don't believe. God, I don't let me look her up. Oh, what are her skills? Hold on.
Oh, there you go.
Where's that fucking push?
She has a little
What's that?
like pearl-handled gun.
There you go. Oop. Yeah. And there we go. That's her skills. She's got dagger 1.
She's
Count
got
that.
dagger 1.
That's about it. Yeah.
You just posted them. Where'd you find them? Oh, you found them on the.
Just
The PDF. Yeah. I got the PDF open.
Petra. I got her up there. All right, so she gets a 2D plus 1 then. 2D plus 1. She's going to try to stab Cowboy. 11, and he's wearing cloth, which is a -3. She successfully stabs Cowboy with a dagger as he tries to reach in to grab her. So she's fighting back. And he only has, because he has a -2 only, because he's got cloth. So she successfully stabs Cowboy for how much damage? Which wouldn't be enough, but she can try to stab him again because he's trying to open the door. So that's 1 hit. Where's the weapon? Which is a dagger or a blade? I think that's just that's 2D also.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that's 2D also. Let's see what she does to him. And 2D is a 7. 7 points damage. He's bleeding. She gets to take another swing at him. 2D plus 1 is a 9, but -3 is a 6. She misses on that swing. So Cowboy now can grab her and throw her out of the car, which would be 2D plus strength. He opens the door and he's going to be able to throw her out of the car, which is a 2D. What's his strength? Cowboy is, oh God, we got all this going on at once. Try and find him again. Cowboy's strength is 9. He gets a +1 to this. But it's so he succeeds in throwing her out of the car. She's out of the car now. The other guy's on the other side, and we're going back to Mantar. So the other guy who escaped is there, and he's got some kind of like spear or pike he's going to try to stab you with, which would be a piercing weapon.
All right.
But it's so his turn. He gets a turn now because you. Wait a minute, you still didn't break the glass. You're not in. So he's still driving off, even though Petra has pulled out. You got to try to break the glass again.
Oh yeah.
You got to try to take another swing at the glass. Or
Right.
Stony could too. Stoney's probably on top
Yeah,
of
so
him now.
Stoney's got a different plan, but you go ahead.
Yeah.
Time.
Well,
Go ahead and try to break it.
All right. I guess I'm going to use my sword to try and shatter it.
Okay, give her a shot. 2D plus 2.
Yep. Rolling. There we go. Oh,
This
10.
time the glass breaks, and the glass breaks as you're hanging on the door, and he's trying to drive off. And your action here is
Just try and stab him through the window, I guess. Gonna take him a minute to get that pike out the window at me, and I'd rather not let him.
okay. Give me a 2D plus 2.
All right.
This
missed.
time you don't stab him through the window, and he's going to hit you with that pike. He has strength and he has some skill with spears and spiky type of instruments, but he still misses you, even with your armor and stuff.
I'm gonna, misses you. As we are sort of alongside him, I'm going to try to jump up on the bonnet of this car before he can do anything. The hood, bonnet, yep.
Yeah, you can do that. You're right in front of it.
Yep, and I'm just going to drive my blade through the bonnet into the engine.
Okay. And your blade.
Got to hit something.
2D. You get +2 for your strength.
And +2 for my blade skill.
Oh, that's a +4, but I'm going to call this difficult because you're going through the hood of an electric car.
Yep.
So you give me your target is 10 or higher. Give me 2D plus 4.
Okay. 11.
And you do. It's the electric. Actually, it's electric, so everything starts spiking and the car completely stops.
Cool.
Well, we're not stealing that and using it to escape. But okay.
So here's where you're at, and now we're going to go back into the room. I need a medical roll on Jog. See if you on Jog to see if you patched him up. Verbal. You're still back into the corridor. Everybody else is gone. Skyson ran up the other way, chasing the other guy, but they're gone, and the ship is locked down. And it looks like you do have Petra right now, and this other guy, but this other guy's still up. But Petra's pulled out of the floor. Who pulled her out? That would have been Cowboy. Cowboy grabbed her and manhandled her and threw her down to the ground. But he's also bleeding from the dagger wound. A roll. He's a medic +2. Give me a straight medic roll. Verbal.
Medic, right? Okay. Let's see.
I do believe you're a medic
2d6.
too, right?
Yes, exactly. So I got a straight 2d6 +2 medic roll here.
Yes.
Yeah.
A beautiful 10.
Yeah, he's patched up enough. His points aren't back, but he can get around and still fight. There's no bleeding or no more damage being done. He's patched up, so you guys can both head on out to the door. And then right now, the other guy, we're back to the moment you. So all this has happened simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
You just stabbed the blade into the car, and now I believe it's Mantar's turn. You did break the glass. You got the spike swung at you. It's your turn to stab this guy again.
All right.
And that will be a hit.
Wait,
That is
hang
a
on.
definite hit.
I have not rolled.
So roll me 2d damage. Did this
Hey,
guy
hang
take
on.
any damage yet?
That's verbal.
Yeah, that's the medic roll.
Oh, verbal. I'm sorry. I thought that was
I have
your
not
second
rolled yet.
roll.
No.
You haven't rolled
Okay.
yet.
I got a 9.
2d. Actually, that's not a hit because he does have some kind of. I think he has some kind of jack armor underneath. He's running lightweight because he didn't expect to be in combat. So you
-1 or
didn't hit him.
-2.
You didn't hit him, but he gets to
Oh, yeah.
swing that pike at you again, and he still swings off. And he's screwed, so he's got to kind of get out of the car, and he's kind of surrounded. So he might
I'm
just
telling him-
drop it and surrender.
Yeah, I'm telling
More
him, drop the
odds on.
weapon. We don't want you. We just want the woman and the gem.
I'll wait.
Let it go.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
he tries to make an attack roll again, I will have a go at him. If he drops,
Well, you guys are all coming out. The other guys are defeated. One of the other guys is left off, and he looks and he says he drops his. He steps. Obviously, the car stopped. He drops out of the car. He drops the spear spike thing he's got, and he just stands there.
I say good
Now
choice.
Verbal and
Yeah.
Jug come out. Tyson ran up the elevator way door, and he says, the Sparrowhawk just took off.
Yeah.
He comes back on out. I tried to chase after it, but it seemed to have just taken off.
That's fine.
Yeah.
They
And,
were going
he
to sell the
said-
gem, so just need to rifle their pockets for the gem because they were going to sell it, so it should be on them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also now, Petra surrenders too and drops the dagger because they're surrounded. They can't defeat you. You caught them. You have
Yeah.
Petra in your custody, and you have this other guy. You don't know who the other guy is. But it's Skycy comes back out and says, the Sparrowhawk just took off. And Petra seems to be, God, she's cussing. She's, damn it, son. And she just, Cowboy's just kind of standing over. Now, you also have the issue these alarms are going off.
Yeah, we need to
That's
get
it,
that
come on.
loose. Need
Get
to
into
get out
that-
of here.
Get into
Yeah.
a little golf cart.
Get- Yeah.
Are you gonna
All those
grab
people
Petra
between us.
then, or are you gonna take this
Oh,
guy,
yeah.
or just grab Petra?
Both of them.
Yeah. Say, hey, you want to ride,
And
buddy?
you're gonna try to drive off in the cart and get out of there as fast as you can.
Just a
yeah.
golf cart.
Oh, you don't have the gems.
Don't they have them? They were
They'll
selling
either
them.
be on them or in the vessel, one or the other.
Yeah. Probably on them since they were trying to sell them, but if it's on the vessel, we'll have to catch it somewhere else. Still, we got her.
Yep.
And we need to get out. Yeah. Golf cart away.
Right. Yeah, and I'll have
Who's
her,
driving the cart? Who's driving the cart?
who's got great.
Yeah, there's this
cart
other.
riding
You
ability.
can hear sirens coming up the hill, but you see this other road, this other roadway that goes the other direction. So
Yeah.
you need to stomp on it to get out of there, because
Oh,
obviously the good old boys are on their way.
Yeah.
Diaz's finest.
Uh-huh.
Diego. Yeah, Diego
Diego,
family.
yeah, Diaz. Alfred Diaz is the name, the supreme
Yep.
leader.
Oh, was it? Because Diaz was also one of the crew of Bauer, but one of Bauer's
Possibly.
crews, Diaz.
Probably brothers and sisters. Who knows?
Mhm.
Do we
You're
know?
right, isn't it? Oh, anyway,
did you
whatever.
wanna-
Let's just
Yeah, what's the dictator's name? Diaz or Diego?
Diego. Alfred Diego, according to
Alfred
Diego.
Diego, yeah, Alfred
Okay.
Diego.
Rightio, so-
Diego.
Who drove us down here? They should drive us up.
Yeah.
Who has
I
the
don't
vehicle skill? Who's got some kind of vehicle skill?
I got
Was
air. Jug has air raft 1, but that's. Yeah.
I mean, that'll work. We'll put that. But let's see, who else do we have? ATV. Jug would probably be your best guy to drive. He's a little bit hurt though.
Let's see. Cowboy has ATV 1.
Cowboy would be that. Cowboy's. Oh, he's got a little bit of a stab wound.
Mm.
So he jumps in. He goes, "Verbal," and he starts driving. Everybody on in. Let's go. I don't want to hang around.
I'll grab
with
the
these
woman and
fellas.
put her arms behind her back and I say, you make any noise or anything to upset me, I'm going to break your arms off you.
She shuts her mouth and looks, and
And just to make sure she knows I mean business, I'm already pushing them up.
she curls and does it. She says, I'm not. I give.
You're
You got
talking,
me."
shut up.
Okay.
And I just give her another half
So you
inch.
guys are driving off.
And then relax
Ah. You can hear the sirens going, and Cowboy has got a difficult road. He needs to fly down this one road, and
Yeah,
it's
no
struggling.
problem.
If this thing is slow, you're afraid they're going to creep up on you. You're worried about the cops are behind you. This Cowboy's got to take another attempt at it, and he's pulling away. He pulls down the side. He goes down the hill on this little side street, and there's a little alleyway, and you guys are back down, and you're back in the dirty crevice.
I'm eating grapes now, I can't
You're in
afford
the
to
dirty
laugh.
part of the crevice right now.
Yeah, where are those gems? I
And
think
there
Verbal's focused on the gems. He's verbalizing about the gems and thinking, well, we got to
just
maybe
avoid her knees and have a look in her pockets. I've got
we
her
got to look at it. We got to do a crevice search. I mean, a cavity search.
I push
So
her
what are you
forward so you can
gonna
do
How
that,
do you
Verbal.
get her back to your ship, or where are you going? You don't have a hotel. You don't have any room.
All we
Yeah.
need is a large bag and she'll be unconscious.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get back to our ship, I guess. But that
Yeah,
might
we
be a
Go
little-
about doing that right now. Right now, you're in the
Yeah.
middle of a strange city. You took the subway here on a rental cart, and you just ran away from a crime scene, and you've got a hostage woman and a man, and you both got blades and cuts and wounds, and
Not
so
all of
this
us.
is all that's went down.
I didn't get
Yeah.
touched.
Just had
I wish
yeah.
there were a custom that would help us here. Like we could have like a big samurai wedding bag, and everybody would see the bag all decorated, and they'd congratulate us, even as noises come out of it, saying, you know,
Yeah, that would be handy, but
Part of the culture when you do that though is to whack the bag.
Yeah.
yeah.
Now remember, Jug, you're still hurting, but you're conscious. You're able to fight and take action, but you're closer to death than you are life. You're down at the bottom of your decks and strength stat for hit points.
Yeah. Can Verbal do anything more? Or is it too early?
You stabilized him, but he needs rest. He needs a good jump and some time in the medical facilities to start gaining points back. Yeah. But anyway, so you're not fighting right now, you're running away. So Cowboy, you guys pull into the town, you've got him. You see a little shady hotel off to the edge. A little crappy hotel. I mean, you're on the edge of Crevice City, which is basically there's a small hotel there.
yeah.
And you gotta figure out how you're what
Are
you're
there
gonna
any
do.
public kiosky information center things around here?
There might be one in the hotel lobby, but there's just stores in the street. It's kind of a shady little area, but nothing you can see right out in the open. You pull the cart away, so you did get away from the facility.
Yeah. I just want to
But
make
the Sparrowhawk ship
exited. That's gone. Are we going to go in this motel at all, Captain, or are we going to move on?
I think we're gonna try and make all due haste towards our ship and get off this
Who's got the
wonderful planet.
Who's got the portable computer with them that can log on to their system? Was it
I
Skysim or
brought
someone
mine.
else? You? Okay.
I brought mine.
Can you look up and see if there's a concept called comfort woman?
Okay, yeah, I will look that up.
For who?
Just is it part of their culture that some women can hire themselves a comfort woman?
Yeah.
Is that what it's
Okay.
called here?
What's that mean exactly? What are you talking about?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Basically, if like the companion on Firefly.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
female
sort of like
companionship.
a prostitute type of thing.
Kind
Yeah.
of, but a little bit more.
Classy. Yeah, classy and involved. But yeah, I got a 7.
And why are you looking for that, may I ask? What's the plan?
Because
Well-
I'm going to tell her if she wants to keep both of her arms, she's the comfort woman that I've just hired to go back and have a bit of comfort on the ship.
There you go.
Yeah, that's,
I got nothing.
I mean, there's no real laws or regards against that. That wouldn't be an issue. And you could take. So you guys are going to try to go to the subway. What about this guy? He seems to. I mean, there's people now. If they yell or holler, and it's kind of you're going to try to get him back to the ship. You got
What do we know
hours.
about this guy?
Is that what he sounds like?
Are you? I mean, you're not. You didn't want to go interrogate. You didn't even ask about the gem or nothing. So you guys haven't interrogated them or talked to them or tried to find out more. You just got them and you want to get them back.
I thought we'd have a little time during this trip.
Well, you're planning this. You're parked now by that hotel and you're talking, and there's nobody really around because you just went through this dark alleyway type of thing. This alleyway. Your communicator rings, Captain. Your communicator rings. It's ringing.
Okay. Yeah.
Leave it. Check who it is first,
yeah.
Captain. Check who it is first.
Yeah, we're gonna rifle the guy's pockets, and I'm gonna check the
Huge.
message there. If he doesn't have the gem, then I'm not interested.
You're gonna
Okay.
what?
I'm gonna. We're gonna have to rifle the guy's pockets, the guy with the glasses, and see if he's got the gem on him. And if he doesn't, then I don't care what happens with him. He can go. But we're, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will check the communication.
Just who it is. Don't answer it. Don't answer it.
Who is
You're
the
gonna
comms
check,
from?
so you're gonna rifle his pockets and then you're gonna check the Petra.
Well, yeah, I wanted to check the guy with the glasses back while we were driving, and check him for the gem.
You check him over. He's got nothing on him but his credentials and his communicator and basic shit. There's
All
no
right.
gem on
Take
him
it,
or
Captain.
anything.
Take all that.
Yeah.
Take it.
What?
We'll put
Yeah.
it in the rubbish bin. He doesn't need to know that though.
Yeah, definitely take all that, and I will answer the call when that comes in.
Okay, you answer the call and it's Sir Andrew Bauer. It says, Captain, we know you're here. Well, we just finally arrived and we're wondering where you're at or what's going on. And your communicator right so you see you in the
Yeah.
network.
We have picked up the woman.
No.
We are,
No.
and oh yeah, they're probably listening.
Don't
Yeah.
give away
Well-
the advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We've got the package and are coming on back.
You got the what?
We've got the half of the package and we are coming on back.
Half the package? What do you mean? What do you got? What do you got?
Oh, we
I
have the-
knock the communicator out of his hand
yeah.
and go and turn it off.
Yeah, sorry, bad connection there. Wait,
Bad
Captain,
connection.
don't give him an advantage. He's already screwed us once.
yeah. That's true.
Okay, so you're headed back then. And what'd you do with the other guy with the glasses? Just let him go?
No.
Take all this comms equipment and we
All his ID.
maybe we'll drop him off in the subway. Just pull over him.
No. We tie him up, leave him unconscious in the alleyway. He'll be found later, much later.
Hmm.
So you're gonna tie him up. You can't. Yeah,
Knock him
you're gonna hit him with the thumb. You're gonna tap him with the hammer and knock him
Rubber
out.
mallet.
Give me a roll. Give me a roll then.
Yeah.
Just a 2D. +2.
And this hit is not designed to kill him. This is designed purely to render him unconscious.
Give me the roll, and I'll tell you if it's how it goes.
Or
Yeah,
handy.
you knocked him out. He's tied up, and he's in the alleyway. You could even leave his credentials and his stuff with him too.
No. He's a bastard. He's made me do a lot of work today.
Okay, so he's tied up. You can leave him behind, and you're just taking Petra.
And
You gotta clean up.
he's
So yeah,
naked
here,
too.
clean up her head, make her look like whatever the damage. Make her look like she's your
woman.
comfort companion.
Yeah,
And
I've
you made
taken
that
all of his
shit
clothes
with her.
off, by the way. And
So
I've
you
kept him somewhere.
you still have her arm in that twist lock. Okay, you kind of or a dagger or a dagger or a
no,
blade
I
to her
just
back.
say to her, you know how easy it is for me to grab your arms. I will pull them off if you do anything stupid from now on. I only need to deliver you to this place alive. It didn't say with how many arms.
So you guys grab her and you pay and you're headed back to the subway. You park the little rental car. As you're entering the subway, though, you do notice a couple officers around, and they look like they're questioning, like they might be looking for someone or doing something strange. They got like Darth Vader heads on, but with the open face.
I'll walk up to them.
Kind of goofy looking.
I'm going to walk up to one of them.
It's like a black dickhead type of thing, kind of helmet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want to walk up to one of them.
Okay.
And I say, look,
walk
sorry,
up to one of
I'm a
them.
visitor here. Can you help me find my way back to whatever the name of the place was we landed in?
Port City. Oh, so this is your companion. Hey, mighty fine. Looks like she bumped her head or something.
Oh, well, let's just say we get very excited.
You all of a sudden, she smiles. You would be surprised. It like grabs onto your arm like she's playing along with you. Like she just doesn't want her arm yanked anymore. And there's no conflict. He goes, "Oh yeah, you take this subway down to there, and it's about 2-3 hours. It's $10.
Thank you very much, sir.
10 credits per
Thank
person."
you.
And he
Thank you.
turns around, and they start
Great
talking.
planet
again.
you've got here, sir.
Yes,
Alfred
and
D.
much honor and pride to the supreme leader.
Much honor and pride to the supreme leader.
Hey, Amantar, you're kind of like, what the hell is he doing? And off you guys are.
We walk on and get onto the train, wherever it is, and I just whisper quietly to her, "You get to keep both your arms for a wee bit longer, lady. Good work."
That's okay. You got nothing.
No,
You got me. I'm not worth any money. Jewel's gone. Jewel's gone. You missed out on the jewel. And don't think that you're going to get out of here with me as easily as you think you are.
Oh, you don't know what I can do. But let's see what we can do, eh? We'll play the game.
We shall. And what's really crazy is as she's saying this stuff to you, you could just tell how devious she is. She's still holding your arm like she's your companion and acting, playing the role you want her to play. It's like it's like, oh my God, this is like
Oh no, I'm not worried
vicious
about
cold
that.
heart.
I'm not worried about that at all.
Where is Judd at this point?
Jug is along with him. He's taken a bruising, but he's healed up. I mean, his wounds are at least covered, and you guys are all on board the subway, and you're heading back towards your ship.
Alina was
Judd will stand in
verbal.
back
Sorry.
of her. Judd will stand in back of her and smack her with the hilt of his blade.
Oh well, that's cool. You're going to do something I was going to do like that. I was actually going to ask Verbal to sock her one with a knockout drug, but that's cool.
So you're gonna tap her with the back of your blade again? You're gonna
Mallet?
knock her out?
Not the mallet again.
Not to
No,
knock
not
her
to
out,
mallet.
just to
to
make
pummel.
her, just to hurt her.
Just so,
You'll call it foreplay.
No, I'm going to tell her to respect the captain.
That's not the captain.
Show the proper respect.
she goes, "Ow, that was uncalled for. I'm not disrespecting your captain."
Yeah, she's disrespecting the engineer.
Now I'm going to slap her.
Okay, so you slap her.
Just watching.
Mhm.
Now, are you doing this in public? You're on the subway. There's people
Yeah.
everywhere now. So you slap her right
Yeah.
in public on the subway?
Oh, I didn't realize we were in a
Okay.
subway.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a link or
Right.
some sort of tunnel link between the
Yeah. So are you still
crevice
slapping her, or are you just going to leave
back
it
to
at
Portland.
that?
Yeah.
You're going to
I
make a little
didn't
bit
realize
of
we were in the middle of it.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll lean
Oh,
over
see,
to
we
verbal
got years around it.
and
Unless somebody else wants to make a distraction.
Your communicator's ringing. Yeah.
No,
Ding.
just click
Captain.
it off, Captain. Click it off.
Yeah, just push ignore. Nope. Not answering right now. Too busy.
Can verbal? I just wish, without her listening, I just whisper to verbal, get us something to knock her out for a long time.
He's got the med kit.
Yep.
Verbal's
That's mine.
cornucopia of med supplies stands
Mhm.
ready. Yeah.
Do
So
it. Yep.
all right. So I prepare an injector, something to knock her out
Give me
completely.
+2. Give me med roll.
Okay.
Quick. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. That'll work. She's unconscious now, and you can throw on your shoulder, and you guys could almost say,
Yeah,
oh,
I put her on my
alcohol,
shoulder
or
as though she's.
say anything you want. My
Yeah.
old girl drank too much today. I got to
it's
take her
the
to
whole
get some rest.
stories. Yep.
Yeah. So
But we
it's
didn't
not
get-
an issue. You get off the subway. You get off the subway. You none of you guys
I'll
even
carry
went
her.
through or search her or anything? No.
Oh, carry her.
You carry her and you get on board the ship now. You guys are at your ship. You're on board. Remember now, you still only have 23.5 tons of fuel. You never did visit the gas giant.
We can do that. Sir.
Yeah.
And we're going to plop her down and maybe restrain her in the med bay, I would think, or
No,
somewhere.
no. Do we have any spare containers in the cargo hold? Empty
What?
ones.
No, the cargo bay is completely empty. You haven't picked up any cargo. You haven't done anything. All as you've done was cash in on the petrochemicals. You didn't buy any cargo.
Okay.
And you can't.
We got too much money. We don't know where to put it. I don't know if we really need a cargo.
And you're not
to do all
answering the
that.
call. Now you're back at the port. And who do you think
Yeah.
you're going to meet at the doorway on the portway?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you see us
You think
live
about
now.
that?
Well, we can
Yeah.
justify that we were
Andrew.
too busy.
Well. There he is. Oh, I know why you're not answering my calls. There she is.
Yeah.
We've been busy.
Yeah. We encountered them. They were discussing the sale of the gem. So we decided to nab them while we had the chance. They do not appear to have it on their pockets, though. I'm afraid the gem may have been on the ship and may have escaped us.
What is this ship?
The Sparrowhawk, the one we were following.
Well, where is it now? Where would the gem possibly be? You do have her. We can take her back. It'll be a nice prison cell for her back in my own world.
The Sparrowhawk is apparently just left. We're going to attempt to figure out where it went from here.
Well, I'll give you the 250,000 credits you give me her right now, and we can call it here. And you need to give me the description of the ship.
I'll whisper
Oh, yeah.
quietly in the captain's ear. She's worth $500,000. He said that before. Well, you said before she was worth $500,000. That seems.
So when you say that to him,
prices.
I want to have
Yeah.
$500,000.
Yeah. Just remind him what he said before.
Give me that. Give me her, and you will have your $500,000.
All right. I will hand over all of our scans.
Captain, I don't hand her over to anybody until I see the $500,000 going into the captain's account or the ship.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right. So we'll arrange the transfer, and I will hand her over along with all of the information that we have on the Sparrowhawk in exchange for the money.
Okay, and so he transfers over the he transfers over the $500,000 and says, "You are correct. We have her." And he wants the information about the ship that you're pursuing and where it might be going. And at this point, you got the $500,000 because you did capture her. On top of the 1,920,000, you guys are and you're going to be done with this now, or you're going to hand her over to him, and he's going to take her on board. And there's Chloe Lee's there, and this the other guy that's on the crew, and they pick her up and carry her on board towards the what ship? The money's been transferred into your accounts. The $500,000.
Yeah. We will keep an eye out.
Probably money off of his personal money, which is off of the money you actually helped him make. He's giving you.
That's okay. As we walk away, Captain, do you want to report to the port authorities that the Sky's Eye is carrying illegal cargo?
Not feeling it. Don't really care. Let's just go. I got my money. I'm done. If we manage to see that ship again, we'll see if we can get the gem and get another $500,000. But I feel like this was a good payday. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Well, what is illegal about a lying skank anyway?
Yeah.
Wasn't talking about her.
Okay, so what are you guys going to do now? The Sky's Eye wasted no time. They're taking off as fast as they landed.
And I think we need.
They're already on their way up into the air. What you're going to do now? You're aboard your ship.
Yeah, we're gonna hook into the
your cargo bays are empty.
Yeah, we're gonna hook into the planetary comm system and see if we can figure out where the Sparrowhawk might have jumped to, based on its heading on that.
Your guess offhand is if it jumped yet, it would be going to Metropolis, because that is where the gem. That's where the crime ring is from, and that's where Petra would be coming from. Metropolis would be the next world up.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of crime ring.
But also that's like the city world. That's high tech, and where a lot of other high tech goods might be.
Yeah.
Give me about another 15 seconds, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I'm leery of a planet with a crime ring on it ever since Fury Flame.
I've just randomly rolled the dice, and red tea looks really good.
Okay.
I don't know, just.
Yeah, we're gonna see about picking up some cargo, and
it's at least it'll be Starport. We've got money. If we need to get repairs, we can get good repairs there.
They could be jumping anywhere. There's a red 2 range.
Yep.
There's a jump 2 range. So Miltropolis.
Oh, I'm not after that. I'm just thinking we should jump somewhere else.
Yeah.
But somewhere that can be beneficial to us.
Not try to follow the Sparrowhawk class ship.
Nah.
Yeah.
If the captain doesn't want to do it, let's just move on to getting something else.
Alright, I'm back.
If we run into it, maybe we'll try to get the gem, but I'm not going to go chasing after it into a nest of some gangsters or whatever.
Relatives of...
Okay, so the looks of it, what's going on is, are you guys... All of a sudden, your communicator starts ringing.
Oh, God.
Are you aboard your ship, or are you guys still out of the bay now?
On board the ship. On board the ship.
You're on board the ship. All right, Pierre, the comms start clicking in. And the comms are clicking in, and it's the Sky's Eye. And they tell you, we've been hit. We've been hit several times instantly. He said, we haven't even had a chance to pop out our turrets. We've taken 2 or 3 missile hits and off the cuff immediately. And our ship is being boarded.
Oh.
So could you help promptly?
All right. Then,
As soon as they took off, they were under attack. As soon as they got past out to 4,000 miles.
All right. We found the Sparrowhawk.
So this is what you get over the comms. That they've taken 2 or 3 missile hits. Some serious damage.
All right.
Captain.
No.
As you're executing these plans, just an idea. This could be a setup, because it's an easy way to get their money back.
Yeah.
We should go in really cautious.
Since yeah, we want to get up off this planet because I don't want to be here anymore.
Right.
I
What's
want
that?
to run.
I'm climbing
Yeah,
in my
I wanna-
vac suit.
Yeah, everybody in vac suits. We're gonna leave this planet, and I want some sensors to figure out what's going on up there.
Yeah, and
You're
my
breaking up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, my Discord's being weird.
All right, everybody there?
Yep.
Hello.
I'm here.
Not just a little bit, but quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah. Well, Mantar's breaking up. Yeah, a little bit here and there for us.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Yeah.
still
want.
there?
Yeah.
Rodrigo?
Hang on.
Hear him.
Hang on.
I can hear him.
I can hear him.
I
Hang on.
can't hear him.
I'll restart Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, now I
Very
just
fresh.
heard you. I'll restart Discord. Okay. Now I'm hearing you. Okay. All right. So you're getting a call that they've been under attack. That they're
Yep.
under attack.
He's ordered us
That's
all
all you
into
know.
vac suits and get up there, but we're going to approach real cautious in case it's a con
Yeah,
to get the money back.
If we have military grade sensors with a greater range, we can probably
Yep.
get closer to them before they get close to us, and I can sense just how many ships are involved.
We've got to remember that little ship moves bloody fast.
And it's perfectly lawless. The galactic forces are not going to interfere if if we're being ambushed.
Once you're past the 2 diameter point, they don't give a shit what you do.
Wow.
It's
And
if
how
you're too
about-
close
how
to their
about
airspace.
yeah.
I mean, this is a backwater world, and there's also no repair facilities. So you break down, you're going to get a job in the mines.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey,
I
you
thought
can
they.
worship
I thought
the
they
supreme leader on Sundays.
Oh,
I thought they
only
released
Sundays. Sorry.
Sundays.
All right, I'm back.
I say.
Well,
I
every
say.
day
I
has
thought they.
worship hour, but Sundays all day.
Right. Okay.
Go ahead.
I thought they'd police their system much better than that with 88 whatever million people.
No,
I
just
don't know.
protect the planet. 2 diameters out. Everything else they don't care about. That's
Really?
their empire. That's the borders of North Korea, man.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we seeing on the sensors? Have we managed to get up and scan?
I need a sensor roll.
Yeah. Okay. Now we won't be in range for them, but hopefully I'll be in range to sense something. So 2d6 plus 2. Oh, it's plus 3 with the enhancement sensors.
What you do see though, what you do pick up is sure enough, there was a combat.
Oops. You dropped. He dropped.
Jerry?
Jerry dropped.
Completely?
He's out of Discord.
Woohoo. Okay, now's the plan to take over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was going to tell us it was an ambush after all.
Well,
But,
it could
yeah.
be. Could be. We'll have to wait and see now. This is called a cliffhanger.
A crevice hanger.
Oh fuck that, start that again please. Oh man.
It was perfect when you start describing a planetary geographical feature like that.
Yeah, oh man. It was just like oh, that's awesome. Okay. So what's the plan? Should we get close enough? Are we gonna help them?
Well, if it looks like the Sparrowhawk is attached to it and boarding, then yeah, I think we'll at least go over and try to take some pot shots and
Yeah,
disable
but
it.
if the Sparrowhawk, a bunch of ships in their way
man.
towards us, we should probably hightail it in another
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah,
We
a
should
lot
work
depends
out,
on what we see.
yeah, I reckon we should, depending on how much distance we got, we should either head straight for the gas giant and use some of that for protection.
Jerry,
And
you're back.
Oh, cool.
Dropped off in the middle. I don't know how or what. The browser crashed or something.
Discord's being
That
terrible.
was
I think
weird.
we have
Can
a
you hear me
fairly,
now?
yeah,
Yep.
we have a fairly populated Discord that might be causing problems.
Yeah, Discord is always problematic.
Yeah, it can be.
Okay, but I did make a sensor roll. You were going to describe what I could sense, how many ships there were and what they were like.
Okay, where we left off, that ship was attached. they boarded. Somehow they snuck on in, or they did some kind of stealth maneuver and snuck on in and surprised the Sky's Eye and attacked them with a few missile attacks, and then boarded them.
At my distance, I can only see probably the smallest, general details of how many ships. Like I'm trying to stay out of.
It was one ship. It was the Sparrowhawk that zoomed on in, and launched several missiles from a surprise attack position, and also attached and boarded. And it's just now looks like you don't know exactly if they had some Autobots or what they did, but they actually blew a hole into the hull and boarded the ship and attacked. So they would probably did not have time to vac suit up, or who knows what happened, but there's probably casualties on the Sky's Eye. And they've detached and are departing. But you have enough time now. They're not that far, even at a full 1G. You could potentially pursue the little ship.
I want to do a bit of
Or
that.
you can turn and stop and check the Sky's Eye. It's your choice from where you're at right now, Captain.
At least one round, Captain. Come
Yeah,
on,
we
get the
should at
boys.
least fire some missiles at it. So let's try and do that. Maybe we can pull the gem out of the wreckage if we hit.
Now, if you do that now, we have to go with the combat sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Which means you would be the intruder, and you're going to fire lasers at their ship. And at this point, you are at a further range, I do believe.
Faster.
They're 6G, so they're faster. Yeah,
But
they
starting
haven't
off
picked
at
up full
one.
speed yet. They've just departed. But you have some acceleration advantage because you just took off and you've been accelerating for at least a little while as you've gotten this call. So, and they're still well within the 100 diameter range of this world. So yeah, they look like they're getting ready to depart. The other problem you have is you've never picked up any more fuel. So you have enough fuel to make one more jump.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to worry about the jumps right now. We're going to try and get some missiles on this thing and see if we can't pop it.
Okay.
If they get away, we can rescue the Sparrowhawk class ship and then
other one,
refuel.
Okay, so you're the intruder movement. You're moving in, and you could fire lasers at them. Now that would be Skyson and Jug can fire lasers on this little ship,
Go, guys.
and they're at a distance. I gotta get the sheet up. Hang on 1 second. You guys can hear me.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pull up this thing. What is their range? I'm trying to find this shit.
Range is close enough to go bang.
You're at very long range right now. Excuse me. You're at beam lasers. Very long range would be a -1 because you're coming on in quick, but you're still at very long range from them. They also have an advantage because they're faster. So that would be a -2 to your shots because they're starting to accelerate away. And let me see, what do we got? Verbal roll, that's for Skyson. -2 is a 7. That would
No,
still.
that's a,
No, that was a
sensory
sensory roll from early.
Oh, that's a sensor roll. All right, you got a roll for Skyson, which I believe is a +4.
Okay.
You got a +3 plus the dexterity. So
And
you can,
-2.
and then Jug can roll 2, and Jug is. Did I close that? I think I did. Open that again.
Nice.
Okay,
Jug's a
so
+2
Skyson-
+3.
Yeah, I will do
Yeah.
my best to switch names here, and Skyson.
Just roll and say who you're rolling for.
Yeah, Skyson.
Yeah, you don't have to get that crazy about it. We know what you're doing.
So Jug may.
So that's a 10. Skyson rolled a 10. That's a minus.
I
That's
didn't
what
put
the
the
beam
minus.
laser. That's a -2 because of the range and the speed, which is still an 8, which is a hit. You hit them with the laser. Skyson hit them, and now Jog gets to roll for his beam laser, which is a
He
hit.
made a
Now all of a sudden they realize they're being attacked at distant range, but they're jetting away.
Jug made a roll above me.
Where's Jug? Jug rolled above you. He rolled a 9, which is a -2. Wait a minute. Where's Jug? Let me look at Jug's stats. B9. He's a gunner 2. Actually, we're giving him the dex bonus, which is a 3. You actually got a 3, so they're both hits, but they're -2s. So yours was actually a 10 -2 is an 8, and Skyson's was a 10 -2 is an 8. Those are 2 hits. You can each roll 2d on the Starship hit table. I'll tell you, roll 2 straight 2d, and I'll tell you what the damage is each. Just roll straight 2d, or you want me to roll the damage? I don't know. You guys both with pulse lasers hit the little Sparrow, the little fast ship.
One's at a 5 and one's at an 8.
One's at a 5, and a 5 is fuel damage.
Nice.
Ooh, they're obviously full of fuel, but you did do some damage. You did hit the fuel tanks, so they're leaking some sort of fuel. And the 8 is a hold or a cargo hold. But as far as you're aware, that means you don't know what they have in their cargo hold, but so you damage one of their cargo hold bays. And at this point, they're the natives. Since you're the intruder, you're chasing after them. They get to fire back at you. And their gunner, they get a plus. It's still very long distance, -1 +2. Yeah, but they're going to aim on in.
Oh, they have pulse lasers,
So
not beam
that's-
lasers, according to the stat sheet.
You're right,
so
you're right.
that's,
They
Have
have
you
2 pulse
changed
bigger
lasers.
penalty.
What software
Yeah.
have you
Pulse
changed
lasers
that
are
to?
a higher penalty at very long. It's a -3. Yeah, but they're faster, and their skill gives them a +2. -3 is a 2d -1 will be their hit. 2d -1, and it's a double pulse laser, so they're going to fire twice. Oh, hold on. What did I roll? It ain't roll yet. Okay, that's a hit, dude. They hit your ship with the pulse laser, and a pulse laser's 2 hits, not 1. The second hit didn't hit, so they did hit your ship from the distance. The guy is let me see what the damage is of your ship with
We
one of the
wrecked-
pulse laser beams.
Wrecked all the air parts.
Okay.
No sucking out.
The damage is a 5, which is your fuel. Oh, which
That's
is your
okay.
fuel, which means you would lose, I believe you'd lose like 5 to 10 tons of fuel on that one.
Yep.
What's
But we're
the
not ready
damage
to
on
jump
that?
just yet.
Yeah. Not worried about jumping. Just worried about,
We ain't.
yeah.
Yeah, now we can't jump.
Yeah.
That cuts our options.
But
Eh,
potentially neither can they.
yeah.
Well, you don't know how much damage you did to them. Their fuel bay. You're right. They might not be able to jump either. It depends. Yeah, you're right. They only have 25 tons of fuel. They would lose like 10 tons. They could jump a 1. They could jump away. And they're also accelerating away from you now faster. You can't keep up with them. So they're going to go into a distant range in a minute. Oh, unless they slow down to fire. But there, sure enough, though, where are we at in the turn? That was native intruder. You can launch your missiles now.
Yep.
So you can
There we
launch
go.
missiles on them.
Come on, boys.
Yeah.
2D.
Is it Jug?
That's Skyson who launches
Oh,
missiles.
Skyson.
So we could say
Okay.
the missile is launched in their direction. And then the intruder reprogramming phase. Now it's the native's turn. And then
Intruder
they're still
reprogramming
they're
phase.
starting to accelerate out of direction.
Oh.
They're going to start to pass you now because they're picking up serious momentum, and they're going to be out of range real quick. You won't be able to keep up with them, and you don't know where exactly they're heading. Obviously, now they might have to loop towards the gas giant or head on out of system towards another gas giant. If there's another gas giant in the system, I didn't roll for that outer one or ice rock or something. They're going to accelerate away.
Okay, but, yeah, sorry, Jerry, you're running away here. Are we firing missiles now? Is that
I
what we're
have-
doing?
The missile's fired. One of the missiles is
Oh,
fired.
good.
You could roll for that, but it's in the air. Yes, you fired a missile. It's going to see if it's going to make it to them or not. You can
Okay.
give me a 2D roll, Pierre. It's because Skyson fires the missiles, and then they're going to get another shot at you before they go into
Plus-
further range.
+2 for his gunnery.
My gunnery
Skyson-
Yeah,
actually.
well, that's
Sorry.
fine. If missiles take several turns to get there,
Yeah.
and based
Okay.
on where we're at, yeah, based on I'm looking at my rules right now. You're right. They're pulse lasers.
At very long,
Interesting.
we're already at very long.
You're at very
third
long,
level
which is like,
gunner.
yeah.
Okay, that's
And
a
they're going to
10.
be at distant in a minute. And they have pulse lasers too. So with their, God, where is this? No, I just lost my, here it is.
Out of range.
At very long, it's a -3, but they get a +2 for their skills, and they're faster, and the gunner skill.
Yeah.
So
If
it's a
we're going to distance-
-1, and it's a double pulse laser, so they're going to try to hit you at a -1. So they're firing on you again. That's a miss.
Oh, we're still very long.
That's a miss. That's their turn. You're in the native laser. Now you can return fire. You have pulse lasers, and you can return fire on them. And this is going to be your last shots on them, and they're going to slide into out of range.
Actually, distant range, we can still shoot at them at a -2, but they are out of range with pulse lasers.
Yeah,
So distant
they
range.
can't fire back at you once they slide into distant range.
Yeah. So we should be able to get one last shot.
About ready to do that, actually.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let you get off one shot, I think.
Where you go, gentlemen?
You're right.
Bang, bang, bang.
Jug,
Yep.
want to be the first? Do the honors.
All right. Do I get a +2 again?
Yes.
Your gunnery skill, yeah.
Double sixes, double sixes.
That's
There we go. Ooh.
actually, and there's
Nice.
a -1 because they're faster, but that's still a hit. You still hit them with
Beautiful.
the pulse laser, Jug.
Take out their 5, get rid of some more fuel.
Oh, and
Yes!
he did.
They
Yeah,
are empty
they
almost.
definitely can't jump.
They are
They may be
almost
sealing
empty.
that fuel, but they can't jump. But they're definitely accelerating away
And
fast.
we've got the
They
missiles.
can't even jump one now.
Yeah.
Their jump
And-
drive is they can't jump away because you did a
Jack
fuel hit.
Skyson,
Now,
fire.
Skyson, you get a beam hit.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Skyson's
also
-1. That's another hit.
Nice.
10.
You
Okay.
guys have hit the ship.
5, no
You need to do
petrol.
is hit their
Location.
drives. 7. That's a whole hit, which is really relevant.
And
But yeah,
missiles?
they're speeding away. Now they're at distant range. They can't fire you. You launched a missile at them, but they launched a missile at you also. So now you have a missile heading in your direction as you're heading towards them. And where are we? At this point, it's the intruder, laser return fire, native. They can launch another missile. They launch a second missile at you. So you have 2 missiles headed in your direction. And you left behind the Sky's Eye is floating. Just it's just left behind. They were attacked, surprised, and attacked roughly, and obviously boarded. And you believe Petra's on board their ship. They're departing, and
We can't take care of this guy's eye at the moment.
No.
Yeah.
they can't jump, but they're already accelerating. Their velocity's picking up straight momentum.
It's fine.
And obviously, if they sealed enough of their tank, they've got weeks worth of operation fuel. They can't jump. They don't have enough fuel to jump. But they could make a run for an ice rock or for something and
Try to follow
catch
them.
it and gain enough and vape enough
Verbal.
fuel from rock.
Yep. Verbal try
Is
to
this
follow
the
them.
only? Is this the only gas giant in the system? The one
I'm not
that's
sure.
black
God, I
agate.
don't. Let me see. It's a small star. It may be. Yeah, hang on. I'll give a random roll and we'll call it now. Yes, it is. But there is an outer belt of ice rock,
Which will take
and
time.
they can vape. I call it vaping. You can melt with lasers. You can melt, and you can vape. That ice, you can. That's hydrogen. It's the same as water. It just takes longer. So if they can accelerate fast enough and long enough, they can take their time. They might be able to patch this
Yeah.
thing up and fill up with
Yeah.
fuel. They seem to be heading out of system now. They're not wasting their time with the gas giant, but they're going so fast you can't keep up with them. They're already at distant range, but you do have another problem though. You have 2 missiles fast approaching you. 2
yeah,
smart
when do we
missiles.
get our second missile launch?
You'd have to go into the second turn. And they have a missile approaching them too. But they also get a chance to try to take that missile down. So both of their hits missed you. Where are we at? Let me look at the sheet again. Everybody okay, Captain? And how many rounds is it to the missile? At that range, it's going to be like 5 rounds before the missiles even get to you. they're out of range to hit, but you can still fire at them at the distant range. They're almost beyond the distant range. It's going to be a -3 to fire on them now, and it's getting further because they're already passing into a range where they're out of distance.
Come on, boys.
So you can fire at them again, but it's a -3 to the hits.
Okay, so I might be +3, -3.
-3, actually, yeah. You could use your stats though, your pluses. Yeah, I think they're almost out of range. You're going to hit them again. But those fuel hits were pretty powerful.
Yeah, I'm rolling. Yes, even with the -3.
Nice.
It's still a hit.
That location 10.
Ooh.
That should be something nice.
Ooh.
Hit. Their turret's damaged. They can't fire on you probably right now anymore. You've damaged the turret.
Their
That is
missile
correct
defense
right
is,
there.
yeah, no missile defense for them then.
Jug
No
would
missile
like
defense. The missiles are going to be coming in on them. Yeah, you're right. At the moment, they don't have lasers
So-
to fire on the missile
Yeah,
unless
that's
they
right.
can get a
Turrets,
repair.
missile.
But they have like 5 rounds before that missile gets there. They may get a chance to repair it. You have the issue of these missiles approaching you right now, and at this point, they're not firing any. They can't do anything anymore. It goes back to the intruder movement, and it's a -4 to hit them now. They're further and further. They're gaining speed on you. They're almost totally out of range.
Jug's got a hit though.
Can you hear me? Yeah, it's
Jug
Jug.
gets
I was
one
gonna
shot
say.
at him. Yes, -3.
Make it count,
Yeah.
Jug. Make it count.
2D plus 2 -3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jug still there?
He's there.
I don't hear him.
Yes. Oh, is that me?
Yes, you sir.
Yeah.
It's you. Yes, sir. You're firing.
2d6 plus 2 minus 3 is what the situation is.
Yeah.
Wait. 2d6 plus 2.
Pulse
minus
laser
2.
at him one
Yeah.
more time before they're totally out of range.
Because of their
Because
your
they're
plus 2
accelerating
gunner.
super fast. They've taken several hits. You guys have
There
gotten
you
an
go.
edge on them. Because they weren't expecting you, but they had their
That's a
focus
hit.
on the expect.
Oh, nice.
He
Right.
rolled a natural 10 there.
He rolled a natural 10. Plus 2 is 12. Minus 3 is 9. That's a hit. Roll 2D on the damage table. Let's see what you hit.
Roll a 10.
4 is what?
Ooh.
Not more fuel.
No.
That's their jump drive.
Ah, yes.
Okay, well.
And it's a. Ooh, so you did do a jump drive hit. And what is that ship again? Is it hardened? Are the drives hardened? I don't think they are. Let me check. If the drive's hardened, you only took care of the.
I don't
Let me
think
look at the
so.
ship stats again.
We don't
think that
have enough
drive's
fuel for the
hardened.
jump
It's
drive.
not.
Well, that's okay.
The
have
drive
no
is
jump
not
drive.
hardened. Actually, that the way I play that reduces it to a 0.5, which gives it a jump 1. It's no longer a jump 2. The next hit will destroy the drive, but it can't jump 2, so it can't even make it fire. You guys have done some serious damage to it, but it's still accelerating away and it's gone. And now it's got missiles it can't fire on. But you have an issue now. You got these missiles are fast approaching you. It's out of your range. Combat's over. You can't fire on it.
Well,
You
apart
can
from
track
missile.
it, but it's going fast and hard.
Keep tracking it. Keep tracking
So-
it, Verbal.
Okay.
But it's going fast and
Yeah,
hard,
they
and
have
you
very
got 2
little
missiles
fuel.
coming in at you. And now missiles are difficult to hit. You need a 10 or higher, but you can hit them with your skill. So now you've got 2 rounds. We're gonna say you've got 2 rounds to hit these missiles to attempt it. For the first missile, and then we got to go with the next missile because those missiles there's missiles coming directly towards your ship. So let's start with that defensive fire. The combat's over; they're out of your range.
Yep.
So we need defensive fire, which is
Nice.
and 1 missile. That is that's Skyson.
Yep.
Yeah, 1 missile's gone. You just took 1 missile out of the air.
Nice.
And now we need another missile attempt. That would be Jug. You need a 10 or higher plus 2. There's 1 missile left. You took 1 of the missiles they fired at you out. Then you fired 2 missiles at them. Those missiles are still gaining momentum on them.
Yep.
But those missiles are still on track to get them And are you still pursuing them from the distance? You still accelerating towards them, even though you can't keep up with them?
Well, we're hoping to loot them after they are destroyed.
Yeah, is Jug able to hear us all?
What's
Jug.
that?
I'm wondering if Jug can hear all of us.
Jug, are you there?
I can hear some of you, not all of you.
Oh, that's weird.
That's strange.
You can hear me? I hope.
Yes, both of you.
Okay. You need to fire. You need a defensive laser fire. 2D plus 2, but a 10 or higher because it's difficult. You're taking out a missile. Missiles are difficult to hit.
Ooh.
And you missed the missile. So there's one more missile approaching. And now you've got another turn, and Skyson can aim on that missile and try to take it out, and then Jug can aim on it again and try to take it out. After that, sayonara.
Possibly.
Okay.
Jug misses. Oh,
Come on, Jug.
Jug, you got one more shot at this missile. It's fast approaching in. You're accelerating towards it, and it's accelerating towards you.
Oh,
And he hits it.
nice.
And he gets
Well
it
done.
just before it hits the ship. You guys see the fragmented pieces of missile as you spoot on by. And now you can observe and watch. Well, right now the other ship is doing a difficult. I'm gonna get the die roller up here. Let me get the die roller. We're gonna do this live. Why is the die roller not coming up? Where is it? Oh God, I got all these documents open. Okay, we're gonna do this live. Here's the roller. Right now, they're gonna try to do. There's a mechanic on board, and he's trying to get the laser turrets. His first attempt's a failure. He's gonna try again. Failure. One of the missiles that was fired first is fast approaching. They cannot fire in on it. He has one more attempt before the first missile comes to get the laser turret running again. And this time he succeeds and gets the lasers running. It is a difficult task. They're moving faster because it's a difficult task. He has a +1 as a gunner skill to take out the missile. He took out your first missile. They have beam lasers running. Now the other missile is fast approaching.
Okay,
and it's a difficult.
Verbal, track where that explosion was. Find them with your sensors.
You got them tracked. You're not, but they're going so fast. If they keep going, they may have a chance to do these repairs. You lost 10 tons of fuel. Also, you can't jump either. You can jump 1. I would think. The engineer, Stoney's going to need to do a roll to patch that and make sure that he's patched the tanks.
I'll be patching it.
Okay, so the first attempt on that second missile was bad. Now they're going to try their second attempt. That was bad. They have one more last attempt before your missile hits, and it's difficult, so they need a 10 or higher.
Oh.
They failed.
Almost.
Your second missile did hit their ship. Now I'm going to roll the damage on that. And it's 5 hits.
Oh, nice.
On their ship.
All
And we
right.
will start, and I think you may have caught up to them. And let's see what happens
may
here.
Never
We're going to
catch
go.
up with the shrapnel.
Oh! The first hit is a critical hit. Oh, the second hit is the turret again, completely unfunctionable. The next hit is a computer which damages their systems. We didn't even roll the critical. The 6 is a whole hit. Now, how many whole is that?
3.
We have
Four.
5 hits.
One more.
We have one more, 11, which is the turret's completely demoralized and destroyed.
Demoralized.
And now we have 1 critical hit. And it's a 1, which would be their power plants out. Guess what, boys? You can catch up to them now because they have stopped accelerating. They're going in motion, but they're no longer accelerating because they don't have a power plant to function their maneuver
Nor
drive
can
and
they
their broken
change
down jump
direction.
drive. Or can they change direction?
I
They
just
are going.
send a little message to you then, Captain. Sayonara, bitches.
Sayonara, bitches. The gem's on there, dude.
That's fine.
You guys gonna let him go?
No one else is going to get the gem. Who cares?
Yeah, we can pick it out of the wreckage. We're just gonna kill him.
So you're gonna just leave him?
Whatever. No, we're gonna kill him.
We're gonna kill him.
Yeah,
They're dead floating. You could board them, and you could shit whatever's left of that ship.
We just have to wait a couple of weeks, guys. Starve them out.
that's actually not a bad idea.
Just
Don't
Oh, you know what? You're in some ways you're right. Their computer's down. Their power plant's out, so they'd be on battery life support.
they won't survive long.
Is
We could talk to them by
oh wow!
radio
So you
and
guys are going to
taunt
keep
them.
track of their momentum and direction. Patch your drive, go back and refuel, and then go back
Wasn't our drive,
think
just our
back
fuel.
again, or what?
So,
Do you
I
want to
don't
head
think
out,
we're gonna
Captain?
worry about. I think we're gonna. I think we should go check out the other ship, the yacht. What it was, Sky's Eye.
Sky's
or
Eye?
whatever. Yeah,
Oh,
go
yeah.
check that out and see if they need any help, and then we will go out and say hello to the now crippled ship.
Radio.
Shit, the ship's screwed. It doesn't have a power plant. It can't run its maneuver or its jump drive or anything.
Can't
It's on
do
battery
shit.
power.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
While they're
coasting.
doing
It
that,
can't even accelerate. You can accelerate and catch up to its momentum pretty easily now.
Yeah.
Because it's no longer accelerating. It's just moving at the speed it stopped at when the power plant went out. Which means it's at the velocity it's going. It's just going to kind of go at a curved line right out of system forever.
Yep.
It'll just keep moving at the same momentum it's going. This is in space.
Yep.
Which is enough momentum to put it into interstellar space forever.
Which is pretty funny, but I think we're going to talk to the Sky's Eye and see if they need help, and then we will go out there and see about getting that gem.
let's
killing
not
everyone.
tell the captain they'll be
Mr.
surprised,
Man.
Captain.
We didn't even have our turrets up. We expected nothing. We took off, and I think that so you're talking to Andrew from the sensors. They did a surprise missile attack on us from close range. We didn't see them. We didn't know they were there. As soon as we were out of the system, and then they like spidered on us and boarded. There was they had some kind of attack bot, and the one guy in a battle dress dropped on in, started shooting up, screamed for Petra. We gave him Petra, and he left. And there was nothing we could do. And they also cut the cords on our power plant, which would take us a little time to get booted back up. Didn't do a lot of damage, but boy, were they quick and decisive. They knew exactly what they were doing and exactly what they
Okay.
wanted.
Yeah, that sounds
So
like
did
a
you
starting
find
out.
them, or what are you going to tell? So what are you going to tell them? Did you find them, or what's the story?
Nothing, Captain.
We shot them down. I think they're destroyed. We will check the wreckage later. How are you doing over there? Are you stable?
We're
You need
stable. We're
immediate
just got to get our power plant lines back up. What do you mean you shot them down? Where's the wreckage? That gem is on board that bad boy. Let's go get it.
It's headed out of system. They may. We're gonna go follow it. Yeah. This Captain just kind of waves at Stony like, yeah,
I
whatever.
think you made a contradictory story just now.
No, well.
They're destroyed or they went away. Which
They're,
one is it?
they're we wrecked them and they are sailing on out of the system under no power. That's basically what I just told them.
You're going to tell them that? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go follow them and.
Do you have the course and the coordinates, which direction they're going on?
Sure, I'll give them that. I don't care.
Stoney is crying out on the hull because he's fixing up the hole. There's his roll, by the way.
Yeah.
But he's crying
and
that
Stoney-
you let them get that information for fucking free.
Yeah. I'm gonna go on out there and we're gonna follow the bastards. And I don't know, we might blow it up just to spite the noble guys.
So are you, or did you go hit the gas giant to refuel while this is going on?
Nah, we're not jumping out of system. I don't care. We can worry about that after we deal with all the other stuff.
So
If
you're
you see them-
just going to jet out towards them now. You're gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
So
made my
chances
roll
are you'll be
to
first.
fix up the hole.
Oh, the hole's patched. The fuel's patched. You lost about 10 tons of fuel,
That's okay.
which means you could only jump. You only took one fuel hit, right? That's all you guys took.
Yep.
So you lost 10 tons of fuel, which means you still have 13 and a half tons. You can jump one, and you got plenty of operation fuel. So you can do your 1G acceleration and continue and catch up to them and match their velocity and cruise right alongside of them. At the rate they're moving, it's going to take a few hours to catch up with them now, but you can. So you're about ready to cruise on up alongside of them, and there they are. They're floating, and they're at their velocity. You finally catch up to them. They can't fire. They're on battery power. There's life support signals. There is life on board. There's probably no gravity. They're just floating at a certain velocity. And there's a Mayday SOS signal coming from their ship. Just sending out a Mayday signal.
I sent them a message. Oh, don't worry, we're coming.
Okay, so you're right now you're at close range. You've met their velocity and you're cruising alongside of them. So what's the options now?
I think get a bit further away from a guy who's got a battle suit.
Yeah, we're gonna be a little ways away. Not close. We're hoping. I'm kind of hoping he will try to EVA out, and then we can just laser him. But I don't think he would be dumb enough to do that.
Yeah.
Still.
When you get desperate, you do dumb things.
Yeah, we're hoping for him to do dumb things.
I guess we don't.
Sorry.
So what's the plan? So you're just cruising alongside of them. You're not going to do anything, or
not initially. We're gonna run some sensors and see what we can see on the inside, and maybe consider punching a few careful surgical holes here and there in the ship. Maybe
okay. At this close range, there's no. You can pretty much shoot some holes into the hole easily.
Yeah.
Just give me some straight gunner rolls, and we'll just say you're not trying to damage the ship any further, but you're trying to punch some holes in it.
I'm thinking maybe we open up the reactor and let it just irradiate everyone. Even battle dress will give out after a while. We may have to wait a day or two.
Do you really want a chance tipping the power core to an explosive state?
You already knocked out the power plant. You're just worried about because you know there's a guy on board with a battle dress.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Concerns.
Let's run the sensor sweep first and see if we can spot the guy with the battle dress.
Okay,
if he's got that thing powered up, maybe.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Oh, this has been pretty cool. Let me see what your sensors are here.
We got the good ones.
Yeah, you do. You have advanced.
Yeah.
Advanced are radar, lidar, jammers, and densometer. Can determine the internal structure of the object. All right, you can determine the internal structure, but can you sense a guy with a battle dress? Okay, what did we roll on the sensors? We need a sensor roll, Pierre. +3.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be considered difficult because you're looking for a body. You already can tell the structures, but you don't have neural readers. You're not very advanced. You're advanced.
It should have a power signature too.
His sensor readings aren't able to tell anything where exactly anybody is. He does have the internal structure figured out, but you're not sure where is what and who is who. You do know it's depressurized, so whoever's on board is wearing a back suit or dead. Because they purposely depressurized everything, and now they're on battery power.
Damn, I thought I had installed the latest Scancometer software, but apparently I don't.
Yeah, you don't have it. No, you just have advanced. You don't have very advanced. You can tell what's a figure. You could have picked up figures, but you failed the roll. That's horribly.
Yeah.
Sorry, you ain't getting this one.
Yeah, it's a wild.
Not on a roll of 3 + 3.
All right. What's the structure of this ship like?
You see the picture of it. Pull up the handout. There's an internal drawing of it.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah.
So
What
we
is their
took
goal
out.
in this? What are
Sorry.
What are
you
we
go.
planning to do?
What was that, Chug?
What is it we're trying to do here?
I don't know what you're trying to do.
Outlast
Trying
them.
to, yeah. Or
I'm not asking you, Gary. I'm asking the rest of the players.
Outlast them.
Opinions are mixed. There's some sadistic things were suggested.
Hmm.
Uh,
Ensures our survival with the least amount of issue or trouble for us. Let them die.
if Verbal hears sadistic things like explosions, his eyes light up in dollar signs, and he says, "No, that would be bad for the gems." Precious. Precious.
it's a pretty small ship, and all the cargo is in the back, and the bridge is up front, along with the crew quarters.
There's big holes in the cargo bay, but the cargo bays were empty. They never got any more cargo. They just dropped off the petrochemicals and they took off. So yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking
Several
of
cargo hold hits. You guys really, you're skilled gunner. You guys are above average skilled gunners. Saved your butt several times.
I was thinking of cutting the ship in half, and then, but well, that wouldn't really help.
Another option, Captain.
Mm-hmm.
We could take the ship.
Yeah.
And slowly rebuild it. And then we've got 2 ships. Because it's a job 2, we can keep up with our other ship.
Yeah,
the problem is that ship isn't going to fit in your bay, though.
No. We just need we've matched vectors. Once they're dead, we just need to find a way to mate it to our ship and then slow down.
Do you guys ever think of trying to talk to them? Maybe they still have battery power. They still have communicator.
Any form of communication is going to lead to danger for us.
Yeah.
Hey, you notice how much more devious Stoney is than Captain Rodrigo?
I'm not devious. I'm just cutthroat, and it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. Captain Rodrigo is usually on for that, but
you also got to remember there's a priceless gem on board that ship.
Gem's not going to die.
The gem is but if you destroy the ship too thoroughly, you could lose that gem to space and never find it again.
Yeah,
so you consider all these things.
Yeah. I'm not suggesting destroy the ship. I'm just considering take the ship. We've already got the money for the girl.
Yeah.
I vote to take the ship.
Yeah.
We got a guy with battle dress, which is bad news, but we have guys with power armor, which is not too shabby.
But we don't need to do that. We just need to hang on here for a couple of weeks. They are probably going to be dead.
Yeah.
No, that's not true at all. They might have low berths. They might have slow drug.
If they're in low berths or slow drug, then we just shoot them when they get on board.
If they have either of those,
I might have another shot at sensors later on, and if their situation changes, I'll probably be able to find it.
So you guys are wusses. You're not just gonna board and just kind of like go in there. And
not when there's a clear advantage. Just let them die and then go on and take stuff.
Yeah,
unless they jury rig it. You know, they might jury rig it to explode or something. I doubt that because they've got no power modules left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
well, if you also have another issue though too. This plan may not work so good because the Sky's Eye has just rebooted its power lines and it's going to take its own actions. It's patching its hole with its engineers and it's on its route inward. And now the Sky's Eye also has skilled gunners and 2 turrets and has its own interests. So they are you're way out ahead of them.
Yeah.
But they just fired up and they're on their way in. And you know that if they get there before you, they're going to want the prize. So now you have another issue and a decision to make before this session ends, which we're close to the end here. We've been going almost 4 hours. The Sky's Eye's on its way in.
Captain Rodrigo is considering killing the Sky's Eye and looting it too.
Finally, Captain, some affirmative action.
That was kind of my thought all along.
The Sky's Eye and looting it too. Now you got Chloe. Oh, Chloe kind of pissed you off, if you remember.
Well, she dumped you. Remember that? She dumped you.
Captain doesn't care.
It was a hell of a
Yeah,
good
good luck
time,
on
though,
Hope.
while it lasted.
As short as
he
it
has no
was.
love for Ho. All right. All right.
Okay,
yeah.
so is that really the actions you're going to take? Because that,
We're gonna
I think
wait.
if that is the actions you're really considering, we're going to have to end
Possibly.
this session because that whole battle will take another half hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Not
have
longer.
another-
And that battle's not going to be as easy because you're dealing with two very slick triple turrets, and they're faster than you, so they have that
Yeah.
advantage.
But they are
That-
they are damaged, and they do not know
Only
that
hull
particular-
damage. Only hull damage. Their power plant's back on.
Well, that's why
It
we do
was-
a surprise attack.
Yeah, they
Rescue
don't know
mission.
we're not on their side.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So, are you truly considering this, or are you going to
It
take any
is-
action
It
to
is a
enter the ship?
possible. It is a
We've got
possibility.
hours before they get here.
Yeah, we're considering.
Okay, I would think that at this point, I think we are going to continue this in the next session
Yeah.
because you guys can't make a decision what you're going to do.
Yeah,
You're coasting along.
Well,
you're considering attacking them.
we have
If you
a.
can take some quick, decisive action, we can continue for a few more minutes and finish this out.
we
Otherwise,
have-
we're going to have to.
We have options. I kind of want to laser off the top of the ship so we can see inside it. But
Take
that-
the ship. I mean, really it all depends on whether verbal can get us a good sensor reading on the inside.
Yeah, we'll try that.
I may need time to recalibrate sensors, whatever time the GM decides.
Yeah, we got a few hours.
Okay,
Yep. Well,
so you're just coasting along, and you got a few hours. All right, we'll let you do another sensor roll, verbal +3,
Really? Okay.
and we're going to go.
Look,
come on.
look
Yeah,
for that
we'll let
power
you take another
signature.
stab at it.
Power
More
and
information. Need information.
Light. Power, light,
Damn.
and movement. Come on.
Yeah.
Percussive maintenance on the sensors. Oh, I'm sorry. Sensors again on ship.
Power, life, and movement. Oh,
Yes, you spot the guy down, and you locate exactly where he is. He seems to be standing in a lobby with a vac suit. There's a couple other people in vac suits, but the bigger power signature, which would be the battle dress, is in the lobby facing towards the bridge. Looks like it's working on something,
okay.
which means for you could take two. You could shoot him. You could probably shoot through and shoot direct from the close range you're at with a beam laser and take him
Yep.
out from the ship.
Pass that
Are
on to
you
the gun.
drawing on the? Are
Yeah.
you drawing this somewhere, or is it just description?
I don't have an image of the ship. Hang on. God, do I have an image of this ship? No, I'm just describing. But the gunners have. You can give the gunners the exact positions where he's located, and they can. It's a difficult task, which is 10 or higher, at least. But they got all the time in the world to shoot them.
Yeah.
They can make a shot on them. But
Yeah,
they
simple.
also have big mods to hit them. So we're going to need a roll for Skyson +3, and he can take out the guy in the battle dress. Once the guy in the battle dress is taken on, there's just two other bodies that are moving, which are vac suits. One of them's probably Petra, and one of them's probably the other guy or the gunner or the pilot. So there's
Yeah.
3 total that are on board, and they're all alive as far as you can tell. So you have Petra,
Yeah.
and then once the battle dress is taken out, you can board.
Yeah, I want to see the look on Petra's face when we come aboard and say hello again.
And charge
Well,
for
we
the
need
recapture.
2 gunner shots to take out this guy. I need the gunners to shoot. I need Skyson needs to shoot 1 +2
God, we'll able to blow this
+3, and
All
then it's a 10 or higher though. It's difficult because it's you're shooting at a specific. Even though you're close, you're shooting at a specific target inside of the
Yeah.
ship.
No double.
So
kills.
it's my skill minus what? What's the modifier?
It's just your skill, but it's 10 or higher for the hit.
Oh, okay.
2D +3, but you're aiming for 10 or higher,
Okay. Ooh.
which is a hit.
Yeah,
You killed him. You zapped him in one shot. He's gone. He drops.
All right.
You killed the guy in the battle dress one shot with a freaking powerful beam laser. There's no real threat on board the ship anymore, at least none that you can see.
All right.
What about
He's
the other
good
guy?
enough to go
He
over.
mentioned.
Oh,
Sorry.
two
They're kind
guys.
of, they're kind of in a situation. I don't think
Yeah.
they're.
Yeah.
When you're a rat in the
Devious
corner and
bastards.
you have a choice between a meal or being crushed, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Bite the
We're
hand
gonna-
that feeds you.
Yep, we are gonna board now.
Okay, who's boarding? Remember,
Yep.
you don't have vac-suit skill, Captain. Who's boarding?
Oh, I have vac suit 0. I'm fine.
Vexu
Yeah.
for me. I'll
Remember
put
what
the
happened
laser.
last time you tried? Remember what happened last time you did some vac-suit
Yeah,
stunts,
the
Captain?
captain's gonna stay with the ship, but yeah,
Cool.
that's probably a good idea. Vac suit 0 is not great.
Okay.
And
So the captain boards?
and
Captain's staying on board the ship.
I'm going over with those two on me.
Okay, you got your combat armor on, I'm assuming.
Yep. Combat. I'll just put in the combat armor and laser carbine.
Somebody give me a camera feed. I want to see the look on her face when we.
I'll put the camera feed on. Who's going over with me? I've got
Who's
back
boarding?
one.
Who's boarding?
Judd is going to board.
Cool.
Jug is
Taking
boarding.
Jug.
Oh, cowboy, you can board too. You're here right now. You're
Oh,
cowboy.
God.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If I can remember how to get into roll 20.
I can roll for you if you want. You can just talk about it if you want to. I'll tell you what you roll. I'm looking at your character now. Cowboy, you have you only have vac suit 0 also, but you have what do you have?
So I'll take the front because I wasn't damaged in the knife fight. The other two have been.
Okay.
So that makes sense that if something gets hit, God help me. But yeah.
Jug is vac suit 1, and he also has heavy weapons, I think. And does he have laser weapons? No, he's got heavy.
Laser weapons is what you need in this space because it's all 0G. Anything
Auto
with a
rifle.
kickback, you're going to be in a
Yeah.
big problem.
Oh, do you guys have any no, you don't have any
Captain, do we have any other laser rifles or
Gauss or
carbines in
snub
the
rifles.
in the ship's locker for the other guys?
I believe we do. Let me check.
Okay, I suggest they use, even if they don't have much skill with it, use that because at least they're not going to fire.
He can use a
them.
laser rifle at +1 at 0, and we'll give him his dex.
Okay.
Three laser
So
rifles?
Jug, and he also
Not
has
bad.
vac suit skills, so he has some
Cool.
space. So Jug's entering, and then you have Cowboy and
That'll be it, I think. The
Verbal.
three of us.
Verbal staying on board with the ship and sensors, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Is he gonna go too?
Sensor or computer support if needed.
And Skyson
Yeah,
needs to
so
be in the
you're-
gunnery tower. I reckon.
Should
Skyson
I?
could be in the gunnery tower. Skyson is actually the best guy to go with you. He has vac suit 1 and laser weapons 2 and a +1 to his dex. So he's a +3 to the hit off the bat.
Yeah, I'm a +3 as well.
So I would say Skyson would go with you, and Pierre, you take Skyson to your Skyson entering with them right
Yeah.
now.
Okay, that leaves,
Okay,
that
and then
leaves our ship without
Cowboy and
defense.
Jug and Verbal, all 4 are entering. You drop on down in there. Then you tether on over, and you drop on into the. So you guys shoot a tether on.
Yep, I'm going to enter. Where do I want to? I don't want to enter during the hold. I want to enter during the airlock. There's going to be no pressure build-up. I just to manually open it, but at least I'm not going to have a whole lot of floating shrapnel, which might be in the hold.
You're not. You're. So you're going to enter into the airlock. The airlock is still locked, but there's no power to it. The
Yeah,
best
just
way to
manually
go
open it.
in is the hole. You guys are on a tether, so you line down and you're suction cupped to the ship
Yeah.
now, like
Well,
suction cup
I've locked
boots.
our end of the rope onto the ship.
Okay.
Wire, sorry. So we've got a connection between the two ships.
So you're all on board now. There's 0G because the gravity plates are
Yep.
out, and you
Click
you
on the
can't
boots.
open. Yeah, you can't open up the hatchway, but you can enter now into the ship.
Didn't we make a holes?
Oh, there's a big hole. You just blew several
Yeah.
holes into it. Your last shot that Skyson just made. Skyson gets
go
out of
through
the
that one.
turret.
We'll go through that one. That's near
That's the
front.
one. That's the hole you drop in.
Yeah.
Okay, you drop on into the hole.
So I'm dropping
You
on
see
helmet first, gun in front of me.
Okay. You drop on down, and as soon as you drop down, you see 2 bodies in a vac suit raise their hands. They're totally, and one of them is Petra, and one of them's obviously the pilot or the ship owner.
I blow her a
His
kiss,
combat,
and I say, "Oh, lucky!
and she says,
Still got you both arms."
just stop. She says, stop, and she says, I know what you're here for. Get us on board safe. Keep us alive.
Show me the
I'll
gem
take you to the
first.
gem.
No,
I'll
you show
take
it
you.
to me.
She reaches for you and grabs your hand. She's got no weapons, and she pulls you towards
I'm not going to
her
let it
type
pull
of
me
thing.
anywhere.
She opens the locker, and there's the box, and the box has glass on it. You could see the gem inside the box. Everybody else boards, but nobody's. These last two, they're not going to fight you.
That's
you killed
cool.
their last
I'm
defense.
asking you, how does it open?
She said, so there's a little comm channel you're on. She says, it just unlatches right here. It's in the box.
Okay, unlatch it and hand me the gem.
She unlatches it. She opens it. She hands you the gem.
I put it in one of my pockets, and then I call the captain. Captain, I've got the gem. Do we need anything else brought over to the ship?
Yeah, whatever you want.
We bring her
Take
back.
what you like.
Bring her back. She's still worth money. They want to. You guys
I'm
gonna.
waiting for her to sweat a little so she can really appreciate what I'm about to do for her.
She says, "Please, you can't leave me here." She's already sweating a little. I'll do anything you want. In any way you want to.
You'll do anything. And now you're not threatening me with, oh, I'm so hard to get away from. Just shut your mouth. Okay. I'm pulling them up and they hand them over to the other two and say to the other two on the same channel as her, if you happen to lose her, well, that's tough. But the captain will.
This is sounding like a 1940s radio play, especially since it's going through suit radios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have her and the gem and you're boarding, but here's the other issue now. The Sky's Eye is fast approaching.
That's fine. We got one jump.
Yeah.
And they don't know which way we're going. We've got 4 planets to choose from. We've got no.
Actually, you don't have enough fuel to do one jump. You only have 10 tons. You need 20 tons.
You told me that we had
take
enough.
fuel from her ship.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, there might be enough fuel.
Yeah.
If you do suction to fuel and you patched it, you might be able to pull enough out for one more jump. Yeah.
I'll do it.
We have time.
I'll do my roll.
Yeah.
I'll do my roll. I'll call on Jug to help me.
There we go.
You've got Vac 1, haven't you, Jug?
I will assist.
Cool.
So you're gonna jump out of there and blow off the Sky's Eye?
No. Oh yeah, we're going. I don't know. Up to the captain, but I'm happy to go do it. But if I need it, there's my roll.
Yeah.
Up to what the captain says.
Yeah, I'm kind of want to sell the gem and the girl to that guy for another $500,000 apiece.
$500,000.
But I also kind of want to. Yeah, I know it is.
The gem's worth about 10 million.
Yeah, I also kind of want to take this ship, which if we give him the gem and the girl, we might be able to grab this ship, repair it, and keep it. But if we run, then we got to leave this ship behind.
Ship's not mobile. The gem's mobile. The girl is, well, mobile.
You can put the girl on ice too.
Yeah. I don't know. Crew,
She
what do you want to do?
she says to you, if you let me live, I'll take you to a lot of money. We could sell that gem. You can let me go and I'll get you to a lot of money. We can sell that gem for more.
Lie.
I promise.
Yeah.
You got me.
I rolled to detect lie. All right.
I don't need a sensor to know that's a dirty lie.
Yeah.
If no one is going to sedate her, Judge will shoot her.
Sorry, Judge.
She's so trustworthy.
Yeah.
Sedate her now, or Judd is going to shoot her in the head.
Yeah.
It's a clean crevice.
All you got to do, I say to Jug, don't shoot her in the head, mate. Don't waste ammo. Just get your knife and cut the vac suit open a bit. She'll die. And on the same channel.
Oh, you don't. She's still worth a lot of money, though.
Yeah.
We've already collected one reward on her.
She grabs your arm and says, she says, Stoney,
She doesn't know me from
I'm telling
anybody.
you, I have connections. I
got one too. It's called
Even
my
better
blade.
for you. Let me live. I just want to live.
I know you do.
All right. The other thing about this is, do we want to cross this noble guy? He's a
That's
bit
a
of a dick.
great
but-
ally and a good connection.
Oh, yeah, and he screws you over every time, Captain. What if
Yeah.
we showed up at the main site and handed her and the gem over to Lord King Faruqi, whatever his name is?
He
What are
hasn't,
you
he
gonna
hasn't
do?
really screwed us. You know, he's given us the cut. He expects,
No,
No,
he
his
just made
privilege.
large
Us
money.
low-level slobs.
I know.
Wait a minute. Hang on. You said to turn the gem over to some other lord? 'Cause I
The one
must
she
have missed
stole
that.
it from.
it's
Oh,
the
I
king's
thought you
gem,
stole-
right?
Okay, I
If we
thought
go
you
back to
stole
the
it from
same
the-
planet,
No, he's
okay.
She tells Stony.
he's
Okay.
Tell Stony
He
if you
told
go to
us-
Metropolis, I'll get you 10 million. I'll get you and your crew 10 million, and I'll go my way. If
Oh,
you give me
yeah.
my
Thanks.
freedom, I'll get you the full value of that gem. Take
Um,
me to Metropolis. I'll be in your custody. I'll get you the 10 million.
you hush.
I just asked for my freedom on Metropolis,
Yeah.
and I could get you 10 million if we get out of
Hey,
here
hey,
now.
hey! Shut it, lady. All right.
Judd is going to stab her. Judd is attacking her with his blade right
No,
now.
I just say, Jug, I can understand your rage.
Yeah.
Believe me, it'd be so easy just to pull one of those air hoses out from her. But the captain wants her
Yeah.
alive right now. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but he wants her alive. Perhaps to do
I prefer
something
to keep
nastier.
options open. I
So
like to
you get
keep
her aboard
options.
the ship? Is she and the gem and everybody aboard the ship, or what's the deal?
Yeah, we're on board the ship. Okay, so this gem belongs to some other guy other than the
Yeah.
dick in the. Okay,
He was
well
gonna
then we
take-
go give it to them. All right, then screw this guy. We don't need to give it to him. We'll go. If this guy hates us, we'll have the other noble as our ally, who's apparently a bigger deal, and
Yep.
that's what we're doing then. All right, I was. All right, let's. I guess we're leaving this ship, and we're gonna jump on out to wherever that other noble is.
Well, it's going to have to be 2 jump ones because we've only got enough to get a jump. So my suggestion is to go to Dome Chain.
All right.
So you guys are just going to hit your jump. You only have enough fuel to make one jump, and where are you?
Black
We're on Blackgate.
All right.
We're on the
And this is
jump.
where we're going to end. So you're going to blow off. You're saying bye-bye.
Yeah, he's screwed us
2.
over, and I'm done dealing with him.
Go 1 jump to Dome Chain. You're not going to chance anything else. You're not going to do a stretch
Nah.
jump. You actually need to get back to Buick,
A stretch jump.
which you can. You could do a stretch jump 3 and make it to Buick in 1 shot, but now you
Or
got penalties,
2
and you
and
don't
make it
have
to-
enough fuel to jump again.
Where
Yeah.
is this
Jump
guy
1,
that he
2,
said-
3.
Okay, he told me. Where did he tell me the person who owned this gem lived? Where was it? On Buick.
On Buick.
Oh,
Okay.
well, then let's go there.
If you
We can
you
do
could
it.
take her directly back to Buick and cash her in the gem in with
And
was his
he-
King
he's
Murphy.
gonna, yep. And he's going to take at least 2 jump to get there. 2 weeks. We got 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got to survive the jump, Captain.
You could send
Yeah.
him a message. We're just taking this to the sort. We're going straight to Buick now. Bye. And you
Yeah.
can't do nothing.
That's what we're doing.
Okay, so we need a roll for a stretch jump. So that's
Do we want to do the whole
you're
thing?
running
or-
unrefined fuel is a -1. 2
And I'm
parsecs is
ready
another
to do my
-1.
little
You
thing
have a
if I have to.
-3 to the roll. So we need to make. We're going to end this session on your jump back to Buick. Remember, you don't have enough fuel for a second jump.
No.
You have 1
Maybe we
stretch
should,
jump here. You fuck this up, you are in trouble.
Yeah, maybe we should do
So
a
I
shorter
need a
jump.
straight 2D
No,
roll.
Do a Buick jump, man.
Straight
All
2D
right, yeah.
roll plus 3. 2D plus 3.
But whatever
All right.
happens is on the captain's head.
All right.
2D
Take
plus
full
3.
responsibility. Whatever. 2d6 plus 3.
And I can
Oh.
adjust this, can't I, with
Roll
my
low.
little bit.
Yeah.
No, roll the jump first.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
I'm
I
doing
should
my
let
bit.
somebody else run.
Doing my bit. Doing my bit.
Hold on. That's a missed
Yeah.
jump.
Yeah,
But
somebody else
now,
should roll.
Captain
I rolled high.
Rodrigo, you've got a 1D roll for your modifier.
Ooh.
You need a 4, 5, 6. You get a -2
Okay.
to that roll if you get a 4, 5, 6.
Shit.
Oh, you don't. But if you remember in the beginning of the session, Stony gets a chance at this too.
Yeah.
Stony
Stony
needs a 4, 5, 6. And if Stony doesn't get the 4, 5, 6, you misjumped.
Cool. Who knows
I,
where we end up?
yeah. Should have done the shorter jump, but okay.
Spaghettified.
You ready?
Ready.
Yep, go
Woohoo!
for
Here
it.
we go. Balls and all.
And Stony pulls.
Oh.
Stony saves the
Oh.
day.
Nice. All right.
Stony saves the day. And I say this is a wrap, gentlemen.
Yep.
All right.
Right here,
Secret
I think we
pants
sealed
stuff.
the deal.
Secret pants.
And we went, this is 4 hours worth of game.
Okay. How?
I
Do you want me to
say
turn
we're
off
good.
recording now?
We'll continue with you arriving at Buick. You're just about out of fuel.